when I lived in this room I'm in right now, actually, in high school, my mom got me. She worked at a retirement home, and one day there was just a brand new like king size bed in my room.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh hell yeah! I just upgraded.
Nice,
Slept on it
dude.
for a couple weeks, and then she was like, oh yes, so and so died in that bed. That's why we got it.
Nice.
So-
You slept it after you slept it in a bunch.
I'd
And
be
I was
so
like, well,
pissed.
yeah. I was pissed, and she's like, what? It's a free bed. And I'm like, well, yeah. It's not what I'm upset. I'm not upset about the.
I mean, it's like if like a mattress had a pee stain, you wouldn't want to sleep on it. And it's like if somebody dies on it, I feel like
It was
that must
haunted.
leave something that's like the equivalent of a pee stain. I mean, also they fucking evacuate their bowels and shit. Like,
I mean,
Right.
it was clean. I don't know.
I would just
They
want to
pooped their
know. I would just want to know. So, like, when
Yeah.
I'm getting haunted, I know why.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
Mystery.
want to be like, this is just happening for no
it was
reason.
nice. Wait, it was just like a cuddly ghost too. It's like this old lady just spooned me.
Oh, that's
I finally got to be the little spoon, so that was nice.
It was like that scene in Ghostbusters where Dan Aykroyd gets his dick sucked, but it was just an old lady spooning you gently.
That was a scene.
Yeah,
Dream
he like
scene.
his eyes like roll in the back of his head and stuff.
It's a
It was
dream
in a
sequence.
montage. It was like, what's up, William?
Isn't it a dream sequence in the middle of the montage?
I don't. I mean, everything
has,
else
like-
has ghosts in it.
I know, but it's very confusing because there's like a wipe.
Oh, like a wiggle thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
So he didn't actually get
I
That's a
know.
very
head from a ghost.
yeah,
Unless it was Freddy Krueger.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, the hand joke from okay. I love having Cassandra.
What was Adam like in high
Finally, somebody's laughing.
Yeah. What was Adam like in high school?
Actually, I wanted to play a game called Two Truths, One Lie.
Okay, that
See
sounds
if
like
you
something
guys-
Ryan Gosling and Michael Shannon would be playing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
By the way.
I want to see if,
Hanging
like,
out.
since you guys know Adam now, and I know him from the past, like, if
Oh,
you
boy.
can detect the truth
Let's just
and
have
the lie.
Adam play Two Truths and a Lie because otherwise it'll take too long. But I think he should
No, I
should do
I
the
would
questions.
know. It's about me.
Yeah, he can't. But like, I'm gonna read you 3 scenarios, and you're gonna tell me which one you think is true.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Everybody can guess.
So, for number 1, Adam tried to plan and execute the perfect murder with his best friend.
What the fuck?
False.
Number
He
2.
there's
Wait
no
a
way
minute.
he had friends.
I thought
let
this was
alone
gonna be
a
a-
best friend.
This
Number
is gonna be
2?
hard.
He drank his own pee for $5. Or number 3, he told me I was fat.
You no. Oh, that's why you brought up
So-
the pee thing, I guess. I don't remember.
Definitely number 3 is real
Okay.
because Adam has no he's like a
Yeah.
high
filter.
functioning
Hold on a second.
autist.
I don't remember this at all, so
He
It
would
was
just
number
say
2, and it was English class.
what did I say?
No.
you drank piss.
No, I drank pee in the cafeteria.
number 2 is a
Cafeteria.
lie.
Kind of wanted to leave that behind me, but thanks.
Wait,
guys.
which is the so he didn't drink pee, but he did plan perfect murder.
No, he drank pee. That's the only
But
truth.
I
I
mean,
wish
it
I'd
was
planned
funny,
the perfect
though.
murder. Of
It was funny
Cassandra.
though, because like it started out at like $20, but ended up at like $5. So I just remember thinking, like, Jesus, dude, like really, like
I just was doing it to make a friend of mine laugh. It happened organically. It was something organically that happened in the
That's
moment. It was like a
worth it.
very tiny bit, and
Who
I
would
believe it.
pee?
locally
it was
grown
my
organic.
it was my own pee, of course. I'm not going to drink somebody else's pee.
You peed
The
in a
fuck?
cup right there in front of everybody and then drank it?
I peed in a water bottle. I can't really.
Look,
I-
you never piss
yeah.
in your own mouth.
Yeah, you didn't just aim up.
You're just like
I don't
pissed,
cut out the middle. man.
misaimed and drank your own piss.
Yeah,
Do you still love having me here, Adam?
yes, it's a huge mistake.
I've done that so many times.
I thought I was like, is she gonna bring this up? Because I was aware that like nobody out after high school knew about that.
Adam, I
I'm not
bet
gonna
I
fucking tell people.
who
Obviously,
cares?
Think I'm
I
an
bet I
idiot.
could have guessed. I
Yeah,
care.
that's
He
true.
drank his own
You
piss
can-
for $5.
You can edit
Yeah,
this
people
out.
care.
Though. You can edit it out.
No, I won't be allowed to.
You're
I'll Venmo you 50 if you do it right now on camera.
Fuck.
I don't
Honestly,
think
like I have like an empty tank is the only thing.
People
I
did
don't-
always like say that he looked like Judge Reinhold. Always.
Who's
he does.
That's what drove me to do it. The
Who's
drinking
that?
outfit.
Judge Ryan.
He's the guy. He's in Beverly Hills Cop and Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Fuck. Wait,
Vice
so
versa.
Cassie, can you describe number 3? Can you go into a little bit more detail on number 3?
That never
Kind of,
happened.
yeah.
I just made it up.
Okay.
You said
That's-
you asked, so apparently it did happen.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought that was
Well, no, I don't remember that, but I could see something coming out in a stupid, awkward way. I don't even remember if, like, I don't remember you having like a fad vibe.
vibe.
But, yeah, that fat kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm glad that I did that. I would.
You do
That was
look like
that was
Judge,
more upsetting to me than the pee, to be honest, because I want to be a gentleman, of course.
You look like Judge Reinhold, but like now, like how he looks now.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Old.
Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah.
I'll be the judge of that.
Everybody look up pictures of John Reinhold now.
Whoa, he looks like shit.
No way, really?
yeah, just like you, dude.
That's
He
so
looks like
fucked
he's
up.
Looks like he's been drinking piss his whole life.
His
Yeah.
mugshot's pretty cool.
That ages you a lot.
He's got a cool mugshot.
Holy shit! Yeah, he's bald.
Oh,
Been
man.
arrested.
And like that was the BBC news thing, right?
Damn. Honestly, when you
Why
have
do you-
when you have his hair, it's kind of bizarre to go that bald. Oh yeah, his mugshot, cool. He's a badass.
I'm looking at his nudes.
Nice.
Oh no, those are your nudes that you just sent me, Adam.
He had
I just thought it was
a
different.
TSA meltdown
Whoa.
at the airport.
I mean, who doesn't though?
you know who also had
It's
one
like-
was
I got to take my belt off and my shoes. Like, come on. I mean,
I gotta
it's
do,
not like he brought. Not like.
what do
he
you want me
brought
to
a
do
gun
next?
the
Drink my
airport.
piss?
Yeah.
God damn it, Cassandra.
Adam's just like, I'll
So sorry.
drink my urine if you let me on the plane.
They're like,
I'm like,
nobody's
sir, would you
asking
like a beverage? He's like, I'm good. He just unzips and just pisses in the air.
Like, sir, we're not trying to keep you off the
Just
plane. You don't need
pee
to drink
directly
your
into my own
piss.
into my own mouth.
Like a Roman
Oh,
statue.
Good times. High
Did
school
that
was-
help you get friends, Adam?
Yeah, it made me.
Adam
really
was really popular in high school.
Yeah. thanks.
What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, he drank his own piss, and then
I was kind of like an everyman. Like just
Why did his-
everybody. I just had something for everybody. You know, everybody loved me, and I
Because you're
wasn't.
the guy that drank piss.
Yeah, there he is. I'm like walking down the street, hallway, high fiving us. Yeah. Anyway.
I feel like you're just at an advantage in high school if you're tall in general.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
consider myself being very popular, by the way.
yeah, that's called tall privilege.
Right.
Yeah, I guess so.
Exactly.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like the only year I didn't just get like made fun of and shit. Or like what? Before I went to Dunedin High, where like our school, I was in like a magnet program at a
A magnet program? What is
or
that?
like a fan like a. I was trying to get into IB. You know what that is?
Mhm.
Irritable
like a-
bowel.
Irritable bowel.
Smart shit. It's like AP classes. Yeah. IP.
IB.
And it was like a rich kid area, and it was Palm Harbor, and like I remember just like, yeah, I was like a fucking huge loser at that school. And then I went to Dunedin, and I guess like everybody was losers like me. So,
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Well, you're the new guy. That made you exciting.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, it was like Max.
Like,
I bet
hey,
we
it's the
can-
new guy.
Let's get him to drink piss.
wait! I think he's doing it on his own.
Did you walk in with a jar of piss?
I feel like
Yeah.
our school was pretty decent because I wasn't really that popular, but I still had like a really good high school experience. It was good
Yeah.
times.
I thought
That's
our, I
just
thought our
girl
school had a lot of cool
privilege.
kids. Yeah, it's just girl.
It's not like that for us guys.
Yeah, high school's probably so much easier for girls.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. Interesting theory.
I mean, in Florida, it's not really like school. It's more like camp where you go to when your parents are at work. So it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're not like learning shit or anything.
yeah.
yeah.
You're just expected to show up.
Actually, didn't our high school, I feel like a couple of years after we left or we graduated, our high school got an F.
Oh God.
Like
Yeah.
a restaurant
Yeah.
rating?
It got like
Yeah.
really shitty apparently.
They're like,
yeah.
there's just piss
Like,
everywhere.
Yeah.
Kids are just eating piss here. This isn't
yeah.
what the shit. Like the inspector, what would that person be
Yeah.
called? The school inspector, is that a thing?
I was wondering where that guy with the clipboard was watching me.
He
He
was
was like writing.
just walks into a cafeteria and just 50 kids are cheering on one kid.
Yeah. Yeah, that blew up when that happened. It became a
Yeah, that was national news.
yeah.
Where
It
was
became
this
a
movie based in? California, right?
Hey, we're talking about me drinking pee, dude.
Well,
School to
we might-
pee pipeline. Sorry.
yeah. Just
No,
kidding.
this-
Yeah, let's talk about the movie instead of this thing.
This school is in San Luis Obispo, which is halfway between
There's-
LA and San Francisco.
Oh, because I was trying to wonder.
Central
I was
Coast.
wondering.
Cool.
I was wondering that dope ass winter lodge they hung out in.
Yeah.
I never had a cool spot like that.
Yeah.
Right.
That probably what existed in real life. That like abandoned like mansion on the cliff that they
Yeah. And I'm picturing Ryan Gosling coming in that opening scene where he has his little gun lighter, and it'd be okay. So it's Adam and his best friend Ryan Gosling, and he just comes
Right.
in, but instead of a gun lighter, it's just a cup of piss, and he's
They both are holding up two
I just hold it up to him.
Dixie cups of piss, and they're like,
Say
"One,
the saying."
2, 3.
I hate you so
$3
much.
and you drink.
Ryan Gosling's eyes are all twitching. They're all like slanted.
yeah. Yeah.
The rich kid.
Oh,
Um,
I just finished the movie right before I got on here, and what's his
Hold on,
name? Nick Offerman has that cameo.
Oh,
He-
yeah.
He plays a cop.
Big.
Yeah, he's
Big
a cop,
cameo.
and he comes up and he's like, "You might want to see this," and then that's how she finds the downstairs, or you might want to check downstairs.
You might want to see this.
Yeah. So we're
It's just clearly a sex murder room.
Yeah.
There's
I never-
Ugh, don't go in there, guys.
Oh, you
For the
might
sex
want to
murder.
see this.
Yeah. I don't know if it has anything to do with the case, but
Yeah.
you're gonna want to see this.
We're talking about Murder by Numbers, a movie from 2002 that I had never seen, but I remember when it came out and just thinking it looked stupid because Seven had come out like 7 or I don't know, 5 or 6 years before. And this movie just seemed like it was copying it by putting the number 8 in like instead of the by for the B for buy, it was like 8Y.
The promotional
Oh.
material
Whoa.
follows
I didn't even
the
notice
style
that.
of Seven.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
You're
they
you just blew my mind.
they're
Yeah.
trying.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's just like tacked on. They're trying to market it like Seven, but the movie's nothing like Seven. It's not really. I don't even know if this is a thriller, like or a mystery. It's not like there's so little tension
No.
in this movie, and
It's
there's so
murder
little.
porn.
It's not murder porn. The murder is so terrible and so lame.
No, but I
But
mean,
it-
it's like, oh, we can get away with it.
What it is it's like, hey, we got Sandra Bullock, we got these 2 young actors who are red hot, they're going to be big, and we got a Hollywood flick. This is just a big expensive Hollywood movie.
There really wasn't any point to the.
It's kind of like a
Yeah,
detective.
and there's like no fucking point.
Yeah. It kind of
Other than,
reminded me
like,
of like
very
a Clint
attractive
Eastwood
people.
movie, like from the 90s. I think there's one where he lives on a boat too. But it's
probably
like blood work.
In the Line of Fire or in Blood Work.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
blood
the
work.
cop living on a houseboat.
It's like
is
a
big
cop
cliche.
movie. It's like but it's mixed with like a Gen X, like 90s, like kind of rock teen, edgy teen thing. There's that, and then there's the Sandra Bullock, Clint Eastwood living on a boat thing. The way those
Also-
coexist is
When you said that, I just pictured them as like a couple living on a
yeah,
on a boat.
that sounds nice.
I think overall, it just feels like a very undefined movie,
Mhm.
which is unusual for like a Hollywood film, which are usually like overly defined and careful. Like, and a lot of the decisions in the movies don't really, they kind of diminish the story and the tension overall. So like, I think the biggest problem with this movie, I'd say, is like
Not enough
they're
nudity.
well, that's definitely a problem. But telling it out of order for no reason. It just kind of like there's constant like time jumps. But I felt like the one scene, maybe I missed it, maybe I wasn't paying attention, but like the one scene I kept waiting for was like when they decided to come up with murdering a person. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
so
They've been
Right.
so
well,
there
they've been planning it forever.
it's supposed to be. Does it make more sense to you to know that Sandra Bullock was an executive producer on this movie?
oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
That's a huge factor in all of this because her
We
character
need-
is the most ridiculous part of the movie. Like
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah, we need less Sandra Bullock and more Ryan Gosling. But
Amen.
they're supposed to be like basing it off of the Leopold
and Loeb murders.
murders. Yeah.
And
But
there's
they were
lots of good there's lots of good movies based on that, like Rope, that Hitchcock movie
Mhm.
is
What is the
Richard
murder?
Fleischer,
What's the
Compulsion.
murder?
Yeah, what's the Leopold and Lube?
It was in
Lube.
Leopold and
Leopold and
Lube.
So they
Leopold and Lube.
killed a 12-year-old
Child.
boy who was one
Yeah.
of their cousins, though.
Nice.
And they
Good
just
job.
they went to Harvard and lived in Chicago in the 1800s, and they became obsessed with Nietzsche, and they misunderstood Nietzsche. They really didn't fully grasp the concept of superhuman, and they thought that they could be above the law by killing somebody, but they didn't select someone at random, and that really wasn't even the point of like the text that they were trying to copy or study either. And it was like personally motivated crime, and so then like the media kind of turned it into this thing that it wasn't. So this movie fails like on so many fucking levels. It's really weird.
That's crazy.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It's kind of like the
there was like no media in this movie at all.
Right.
media. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
there's
saying
no
like in
news.
real life. In real life.
Oh yeah.
And so that's what the movie's based on, loosely based on. And so like the objective that's why they never touch on why they decide to do it, because even it's not even true to the story that they're basing it off of. Those kids didn't actually like base it off of anything like the media tried to say that they did.
Right.
That's just from my research. Like I've just been researching the case all weekend.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
It kind of felt like they just like were crowbarring a bunch of ideas. Like, oh yeah, Leopold and Loeb, we should make a movie about that. Oh, Sandra Bullock's gonna be in it. Okay, make the cop.
Who's
role
gonna
bigger.
fund it? Yeah.
Yeah,
And she was called the hyena.
Who's gonna fund the movie, guys?
Who's gonna fund it? Let's call Sandy.
Miramax, isn't it?
Is that who did it? It was bigger than I thought.
I think
because
it's-
when I've heard, because usually we watch kind of like movies I've never heard of.
Yes.
It had a $50 million budget.
I feel like this
Yeah.
is the kind of movie you'd go see at a multiplex when you're in high school
teenager.
or college or something. Yeah, teenager.
You know,
Back in the day.
fresh off a cup of piss, you just head on over to the.
Well, you know what that
I
makes
was
me
waiting
think?
for-
Back in like the
Yeah.
piss drinking days, Adam, like
Yeah, the good old days.
Scream. I know
the
what you
Wonder
did
Years.
last summer. Just the Wonder Years theme songs playing. You're just drinking a cup of piss in like
Yeah.
a polo shirt.
Yeah, waving at
Yeah,
the
it's yelling at you.
camera.
But no, like I
Okay.
think the Ryan Gosling, Michael Pitt casting kind of makes sense when you think about like all those teen movies back then. Like,
Yeah, it's a
if they
half
just made
movie.
if they
Cruel
just made it a
Intentions.
fucking teen movie, yeah, Cruel Intentions or something, or Killing.
Because Ryan
Mrs.
Gosling and Michael
Yeah.
Pitt are hunky guys. Like
They
You
are.
could say that
I-
again.
I told my wife about that it was Michael Pitt was in it, and she's like, "I used to love Michael Pitt."
And what happened?
Yeah, they grew
Boardwalk
apart.
Empire.
Yeah. Oh, I was wondering like where he's been, but
He became
grew up.
addicted to heroin.
Okay, what's weird I
Really?
thought was that the cinematography is by the guy that did the original Suspiria
yeah, that's
movie.
cool.
Yeah, like, that's weird. What?
Yeah,
No, so that
Yeah.
guy Luciano Tovolani, he
Tovali.
Tovoli, I don't know, but he's been working with Barbet Schroeder for like they worked all together in the 90s. So they did like Single White Female together.
Okay.
They did a bunch of and after single white female, they just started like shitting out these like kind of Hollywood thriller movies. So
okay.
They also did like Desperate Measures and like Kiss of Death, but the director of this movie, Barbet Schroeder, is like a serious filmmaker with like an amazing career. Who's like
the
a
writer
genius.
Only has one credit, which I thought was crazy. Like, what? This
It
movie
definitely
could have
feels
been
like-
good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's
Well,
look, they're all taking a
enjoyed
paycheck.
it.
That's what's going on
Yeah.
because these people are. This director is really talented, and I think him and Sandra Bullock and everybody was just like, "Fuck it, let's just take the money and make this movie," because
the beginning
no
is
one
good.
seems to care.
I thought Gosling was good pretty consistently through the whole thing. Like
Yeah.
his character kind of actually stayed the same. Sandra, she was like known as the hyena, this badass cop, and then Ryan Gosling is like flexing on her, trying to kiss her in her car, and she's just. I mean, I guess that's kind of when you find out she's a victim.
That's the
of,
best
like,
scene in the movie, in my
abuse.
opinion.
It was, but like on Gosling's part.
But did you know they were dating at the time or dating around the time?
Sandra
Yeah.
Bullock
That's
and Ryan
real
Gosling.
sexual chemistry.
Sandra
Yeah.
Bullock was dating a high school kid that murdered somebody.
Yeah, in real life.
No, she's
Wow.
she was dating a Canadian, even worse.
Yikes.
Damn, that's an age difference though.
It only lasted for like a year.
That's Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher difference. I feel like, right? I'm guessing.
I'm gonna need I needed less Sandra Bullock and more rapey Ryan.
Rapey
Like-
Ryan.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
honestly. Or if they could have fully developed the relationship between the two guys.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be a thing. Like, at first I thought Ryan Gosling character was like maybe attracted, like
Yeah,
sexually attracted to the dude.
could
But
have
I
been
guess-
better.
Yeah, like if it had like gay undertones and stuff.
Like,
They're 16.
Did you ever see
He's
Bully?
16 years older than he is.
did you ever see Bully, Cassandra?
So,
No.
that's a
So-
Florida movie. It's like a
Is
really
it?
good like. It feels very much like
Michael Pitt's in it.
It's about a
Oh.
crime
it's
Yeah,
by the Harmony
right?
Korine.
about
Harmony
some kids
Korine's not
that
involved.
Yeah, they killed their bully.
I've listened to a podcast about it though.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
really good.
it's a good Florida movie. Check it out.
Yeah, but Harmony Korine has nothing to do with it. Adam is wrong. So,
Oh, Larry
Adam.
Clark. Sorry,
Adam, you can take a 5-minute break.
it's a Harmony Korine movie.
No,
Poster
but,
looks cool.
But yeah, like,
You're just identifying with it because it's about bullies, and you're a
Do
bully.
you
Yeah.
guys have like a face melt that you have a print of like your guys' faces?
Yeah,
That's
what?
fun.
I have a question. Who was that? Who was
That's like we got to use like cool computer technology in this movie.
No, but who was that giant picture they had?
That was their faces combined.
Oh, because I saw him do that, and when he
if they made
blotted
it.
out, when he split them.
Conan O'Brien
was
used to
like-
have a segment like that where they combined
well, yeah, I mean, if they just
two
made an
actors'
app
faces.
for their phones, they could have been millionaires instead of teenage murderers.
Yeah.
Or idiots.
So when it split, I was confused because when it split, I was like, "Is this part of the plan? They're gonna make it look like it's just some generic
like-
white dude that did the crime?"
I think that was just
I
a
was so
side project,
confused.
like art.
I just
art
got
project
that.
they were
That's
doing.
crazy.
Yeah, there's so many. This is another problem with the movie. It's like, because there's usually a few motivations in these kind of movies. One is like the killer is an artist, right? So are they making this image because they're artists, or
Right.
there's one point where the really lame cop Ben Chaplin, who we got to talk about, he is like,
He's the partner.
yeah, he's like, oh, they think they're smarter than everyone, but they never say that because what they're trying to say they're free. That's why they're doing it. Like they're the Nietzsche
Yeah.
free
proving
Superman
some
kind of
philosophical
person.
thing.
And then I guess the third motivation would just be like they wanted to kill someone. But like they kind of skirt around all of these, and it's just like it becomes
Yeah.
like a very average motivating factor. Like
He just
If
wanted
they
to
were
use a
in
rich
love
kid
with
that
each
wanted
other-
to kill somebody.
is that what he wanted to do?
Right? I don't know. Yeah, that's what the love part would have been.
Yeah, like
Why
you're
do they
right.
like
Well,
each they don't why do they even hang out with each other? Like I couldn't even figure that part out. It's like they
hey,
make
you're the
fun of
rich
each other in
kid, I'm
class.
the weird kid.
Yeah.
we have to do this together.
What?
Yeah.
That girlfriend that they share for a minute, she's a really good actress, and like I would have liked more screen time with her, like more
Yeah,
character.
who was that? She
Yeah,
was
there's
very
way too much
familiar.
Sandra in this movie.
hmm
Less Sandra,
The
more.
one thing I do like about this
Ricky Ryan.
movie is that we spend a lot of time, like they figure out who the killers are, like pretty like quickly into the
Easily.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we get a lot of like watching them track them down, which I like.
Right.
Yeah,
And
like
so
The Hunt.
the thing I liked about
Yeah.
that was because here's another issue I had. It's like Sandra Bullock is like this genius detective who's always thinking about like all these like all these like multiple steps ahead. Like this is just like this is just like something the killer did to throw us off. But what she really should be, since it's such a small town, she should just be like a run-of-the-mill cop, like
Right.
like the cop in Fargo who just is doing diligent police work, and that's how she solves a crime. Making her this like standoffish,
She's got a hunch.
yeah, like in a town of like 50,000 people.
living on a houseboat. Like her character
Yeah.
is she supposed to be a self-destructive cop like McNulty in The Wire, or is she supposed to be?
She's a hyena, dude.
But
Well, she's
she
a
likes
child bride.
when she feels bad,
Yeah.
when she feels bad, she goes home and like eats cookies and milk and watches TV.
No, she would get
Well-
wasted off Jameson.
Oh,
Will she waste it? But you remember the
Yeah.
scene where she's just eating like cookies,
yeah.
and it's just like
And
this is
watching Matlock.
ooh, this cop is out there.
And
Yeah,
it's like
man.
everything she's drinking, it's like the whole shot is just a bottle of Jameson. It's like, okay, we get it. Like, okay.
Yeah,
She's a
yeah.
hard-boiled fucking detective. We
Oh,
get
in a beer. The only magnet she had on her fridge was a bottle opener.
it.
But she
In
doesn't look.
character definition.
She doesn't look like a hard-boiled detective. She looks
Right.
like she's trying to be cute.
in those
like-
home scenes, you're saying?
Yeah, or like when she's
It had
flirting.
a real. I'm sure this inspired Miss Congeniality 100%.
Miss Congeniality came out before this.
Oh, so she's still in
No,
character.
like
then.
a year before this, and people were kind of like, how they didn't say she was a bad actress, they just said it was hard to take her seriously after that movie.
Yeah.
Which I
Oh,
thought,
because you assume
I don't-
you see it as a comedy, kind of.
I don't think she's that bad of an actress, but in this movie I
fine.
do think her acting is horrible.
Well, if she's gonna do another cop role, like, because she was an undercover cop in Miss Congeniality, right? That was the whole
Yeah.
premise.
And she was great in that
Oh,
movie,
that-
I thought.
I
You
don't know.
love me. You want. That's the only quote I remember.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
don't.
and then and then the glasses.
She's
And I
also
have-
a cop in Demolition Man.
Oh.
Yeah, she gets typecast as a cop, I feel like. You know?
I love this movie. I've seen this movie a million times, and I love Sandra Bullock. It's not that, but I've seen it enough times to know that like she's horrible in this movie. For sure.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
to like. It's just kind of like why? Like,
William,
why
why
are
were
they
you
making
laughing
these
for a second?
choices? You know, like why are they making the movie so lame? Like
Yeah.
if you're gonna make a movie about
baboon.
serial killers, just make it.
Oh, yeah,
make
the
them-
baboon. I forgot. about
Yeah, make them
Yeah.
scary. The baboon.
That was wild.
But,
I
like,
thought-
and why was she walking back to that shed by herself? And like she heard something. She didn't call
she
for
went to go
backup.
pee.
Yeah, but like she doesn't call for backup. Nothing. She just goes
Right.
into a dark shed alone.
She's a
Doesn't that-
hyena.
You do a crime scene to pee.
Have you ever seen While We Were Sleeping?
no.
No.
I remember
It's
it. I didn't. I
A
never saw
crazy
it.
Sandra Bullock movie where she like lies to a guy that's in a coma that she's his fiance.
Oh, you're talking about Overboard.
No, but I mean it's probably a ripoff.
That
of
is
it.
a similar plot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that movie. Also, there's that
It's a
movie
common
about
theme, you
Steve.
know. A guy finds a woman finds a guy.
Well, it's super rapey, and it's Sandra Bullock. I just think you'd like it.
She's kind of rapey in this movie, I would say, with that one
She
scene.
is. It's her thing, I think.
She's open. I mean,
He's basically doing what Aziz Ansari did.
That's not rape.
Gosling's like that too, though, in a lot of his movies.
yeah.
Yeah.
It
That's
makes
very
sense
crazy.
to see
It
to see
makes you
flipped.
wonder.
Middle
makes you
America-
wonder where the acting stops and the person
Yeah.
begins.
You know about James Franco, right? In his acting classes, where he was
Of
just
course.
like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
"We're gonna make out. That's the scene."
That's the scene.
And Ryan Gosling was one of his star students. Yeah.
Okay, no, Ryan, come over here.
Just him and Franco making out.
Just in front of a class of other people.
But they're just like trying
the
to
fuck?
over rape each other.
Adam was in Ryan, and Adam was in that acting class for a while. He had a drink piss for $5.
Have you ever seen
I was
the Ryan Gosling flick Fracture?
I've seen every Ryan Gosling flick.
Because that's exactly the same plot as this movie. It's a guy
nice.
trying to get away with a murder because he wants to be smarter than the police, but Ryan Gosling's the detective. And then the guy from Hannibal Lecter, that guy, he's the murderer.
Oh yeah.
What
Another
is
Silence of the Lambs ripoff.
I don't know.
Silence of the Rams.
Silence of the Rams.
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really just like churn these movies out. So you like at this point, I moved out of my parents' house, so I didn't have cable anymore, and I just stopped watching garbage Hollywood movies. So there's so many movies from this time period that I haven't seen that are just like this movie costs like 50 million, 100 million, and apparently they were all making so much money off DVD sales back then that you could just blow a ton of money on a movie, and the DVD sales afterwards would just cover any like cost.
How much do you think this movie made?
I think this movie made $54.87 million.
I was gonna say
I had to guess
20 over budget. The budget was 50 million. Oh, so they only made 4 million.
Righteous bucks, dude. It's nice. A little $4 million payday.
hell yeah, that ain't too shabby.
But they probably made 50 million from the DVDs at Blockbuster.
Just kidding, it's bad. So Cassie make a face.
Do you really think that?
Yeah, because back then Blockbuster and like Best Buy and all these places, like you would just make like 50 million on top of any movie budget or on top of any movie profit, just like with DVDs. Like it was a gold rush for them. And they could they would sell like double packs and triple packs, and just like no matter how low the cost went, it didn't matter because the discs were so cheap to make.
Yeah.
The other thing I wanted to ask you was, is it true that they all like report false numbers to the actors so they don't have to like give them the proper amount of royalties?
Of course. Their agents do it with the movie studio.
That's wild.
They
What are
just
you
like,
suggesting, William?
I heard that on NT Lawyer.
Cool.
I just watched a movie that Coming to America. Apparently, they told Eddie Murphy, like, yeah, man, it didn't make
one or two.
Number one, they're
This
like,
just
yeah,
happens.
it didn't make any money, man. Sorry.
Eddie
I'm not gonna
Murphy's
pay you.
currently getting like swindled out of money. We're just talking about it on a podcast. That sucks.
Yeah, Coming to America
That's bullshit, dude.
2 is fucking awful.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
My parents watched it, and my mom said it was cute.
About 20 minutes in, I just turned it off, and on Amazon they also have the first one, so I just watched that.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is great. I'm like, I'm just gonna watch the first one. I don't want to watch this.
How did you like his Ryan Gosling's leather jacket?
That thing was cool.
I got
mean,
Pretty good.
here's the thing about Gosling. He's always got a leather jacket, and it's always going to be amazing. I'm wondering what is it him that is such a good actor, or who's clothing him? Because I'm thinking Driver or whatever that movie was called, and then
Drive.
other Ryan Gosling movies.
Yeah.
It would be cool if he, like in real life, he dressed like a fucking idiot. Like he just wore like Kmart like polo shirts that were really ill-fitting, and like khaki pants with like the pager holder.
Have a Ryan Gosling dish towel, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like his clothes. I thought Michael Pitt was the real winner of the movie with his
That's because that's what you wear.
with his like angry guy,
Yeah,
smart guy. I button up my shirt.
it's kind of I'm like a communist kid in high school.
They both
You
look
know, I
good.
follow-
The
I'm a
costuming
Maoist.
is good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
they're
think
spending money
everyone's
left and
good.
right here. Everything looks good. Like I was looking
except
at
the
the
That houseboat looks
CGI.
fucking good, dude.
That CGI was fucking
Yeah,
horrible.
CGI is
Oh
terrible.
my
CGI is really bad.
God.
looked
Which
great.
part?
The very end.
It
Yeah.
reminded me of the climax in The Good Son, which we did an episode of, but like that was like a really that was like actually shot on a cliff, and it looks awesome. And it's like Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood like wrestling around on this cliffside. And this like is like the complete opposite of that, I thought, from like kind of the same. Oh no, it's this movie is I keep forgetting it's from 2002. It seems like it's from like 1997.
Yes,
Yeah,
because it
Adam,
kind of
I
is. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's nothing really.
I just
There's nothing really advanced about anything in this movie, like because it's right after 9/11. It doesn't feel like you could tell they
Yeah.
shot it and wrote it and did it all.
they didn't
before
even
9/11.
mention it once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sandra Bullock was never
'Cause,
like,
like-
hey, I just came from 9/11.
because also 9/11 would have been like would have had a huge influence on it because they're looking at Columbine, but 9/11 also had that like
This is
suicide
Columbine.
pact, like because I think there
Oh,
is
true.
something really disturbing about like killing yourself with a friend and taking out a bunch of people with you and like
What do you mean
being-
disturbing?
But, like,
The taking people with you, yeah, but that's just bro, dude. That's like
It's
a
the
bro
ultimate
move.
bro test. Yeah.
I wonder if this movie, if there is a better version of this movie, you're right that they couldn't make for that reason. Like if it was more dramatic and intense.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
like there's too much Sandra Bullock, and then so we don't get see the Columbine thing develop out of that.
So-
We were just like stuck in the plot of the Sandra Bullock like chasing them.
Well, do you think maybe they didn't discuss their motivation because of Columbine? Whereas
Maybe.
where people are like, I don't even know why they did the thing they did in Columbine.
That's
Maybe,
what I'm
like-
saying about like murder porn. This is just like a jerk off movie for people that want to get away with murder, like
They
kids.
don't get away, Ryan. I don't know if you saw the ending.
No, but
Okay.
they thought it through. You know,
They get caught.
I just
like,
saw the ending.
Yeah.
How
They
do you
get
feel
away
about
with it.
all the absinthe?
Lame.
That was
I thought it was dated
cool.
and stupid.
Yeah. That was
What are
back
you
when like
talking
absinthe
about?
seemed like such a crazy.
I'm like, I knew it was
I
gonna be
never
when he
even-
pulled it out. He's like, you know what this is? I'm like, it's absinthe, and then he's like, this is absinthe.
It's Monster Energy drink. You haven't seen
Yeah.
this shit on the market
You know what
yet.
this is? This is Adam Bauer's piss.
It's just-
Feel like
This is
we're
what the
both gonna
poets
drink
drank.
stuff.
It looks like Ninja Turtle slime. That makes sense. That adds
That'd be
up.
cool. That'd be
Although-
Yeah.
I gotta say, also Michael Pitt is totally wasted in this movie too because why did they make him a sensitive bitch? Because like, just make him a psycho. The guy's the kid's
He
a
was
perfect-
reading poetry
it's-
the whole time. He
that's-
is
Ugh, it's so
That's because
lame.
it's Michael
Sensitive
Pitt is like
intellectual.
girls like Michael Pitt, and they want and Ryan Gosling.
No,
They're
you're
casting it for that. I think.
it's
He's
a
like-
classic
he's
good,
like
good
a-
boy, bad boy.
Yeah, he's like
just
the
because
love
your
interest of
wife has a
girl.
crush on him
Okay.
and bully doesn't mean like he's sexually attractive in this movie because he's not. There's nothing
What
attractive.
did you think,
about it.
Cassandra?
What are you talking about? His hair's pretty cool. He's got a nice butt.
Williams telling deciding who was
I mean,
men
I'm
are
a
sexually
Gosling.
attractive in this movie.
I'm a
I'll tell you
Gosling
which
the-
man
fan.
I
he'll
would
be
want
the
to have
authority
sex
on
with
that.
every time, Adam. I have no problem admitting
I bet
What I
you
would
I
do
could
to
guess
them and
that
what I
more
would let them do to
accurately than
me.
you.
what.
You both Michael Pitt and Ryan Gosling are you would like to have sex with.
Well, yeah, they're famous
Ryan-
movie stars.
Ryan
but like,
Gosling's
they're
got,
not.
like,
in a-
Right.
I'm talking the characters.
The
I'm talking about
characters. Yeah, but he's like he's like a tortured artist.
but he's not. He's like a bitch. They're just sensitive little bitches, and they
But
have
in
like
the movie, he does try to he pulls up in that car and he attempts to flirt with her
Ryan
with like
Gosling.
that Iron Maiden song. Yeah.
Yeah.
and that was
Girl
lame
and-
too.
But it worked.
I just said it's
It-
cool.
I thought it was
It
so
worked.
lame.
I said
felt
it
like
was cool right as you said it was lame.
because it was like, look,
Yeah.
he's very charismatic in that scene, and he makes it cool. But I kind of felt like, oh, this
Yeah.
is such an old man song. Like you could tell, like the director of this movie is like 75. He's just like, this is really cutting edge.
They say
It's like,
666 in the
Yeah.
beginning.
That's
And
why
Swedish.
Just murdered somebody.
He's like a European, Swedish, German, French guy. Like he doesn't know what he is anymore. He doesn't
When did
understand anything.
Down with the Sickness. When
That
did
came
that
out
come
like
'Cause
right
that's
around
what
that time.
should've-
That's what
he should have
That'd
been
have
bumping
cool if
that.
that's what it is to listen to. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
if
it's
they're
just like
listening
that's
to
like
metal.
a 2-minute intro to that song till it gets to the wah part. So he would just be driving alongside Lisa, I believe was the character's name, for like 2 minutes before he goes, "Oh, wah, come on, get in."
Yeah.
That would have been a better scene.
Yeah. What
I don't
woman could
know.
resist that?
Like Bully,
I think-
Bully, they listen to like shitty pop music, like Eminem, like and Dr.
Yeah,
Dre.
yeah.
You know, they just like, or
He had a cool old Charger or whatever kind of car he had. He was like a rock and roll bully.
right.
I
Those are
don't
the
think
worst kind, I think.
I read it like he wasn't into it, but like she was, so he was like trying to like poke fun of himself, like to
Yeah.
endear himself to
Sure.
her.
He was manipulative like that, his character.
Yeah.
He's the cool guy. He gets all the chicks.
So
I'm
You
gonna
know.
I'm gonna go take a bathroom break, but Adam, should I put it in a mason jar and mail it to you
fuck off.
before I mute it, or I don't want to,
Hey,
know.
all of you. All right, hold on one second. Let me
You
just
did it
check.
for attention.
No, I just did it to make my friend laugh.
That's
I didn't know it. I was I was really freaked out about how.
I get
You know how
I guess
autistic he is?
This was before memes. This was before funny memes.
I didn't do it for attention.
Yeah.
I did it to make my friend laugh.
the opportunity
God.
came out
I'm
organically.
selfless
the
with
moment
my
to drink it.
exhibitionism.
So I did.
I want to laugh right now. Do it again.
it.
Make me laugh.
It's not
mean-
organic. That's
I'm your
I'm
friend.
only not doing it because it's not organic.
You're not on an organic diet.
Yeah.
All right, for real. I'm gonna go pee though, and I'll be right
Okay,
back.
that's cool.
Is it fucked up? Because you know how these gamers charge a lot of money to like sign their stuff and send it to kids? Is it messed up if I sign unspeakable on a poster and give it to my kid?
I think that's well. If they're like, well, can you match the signature? You think?
I hope so.
Yeah. If you can find it online and like copy it, that's not a bad hack. That's called a hack,
Oh, okay.
I think.
It's a
I think
parenting
that
hack.
qualifies as a parenting hack. Yeah.
Sweet. Hell yeah.
What, signing shit and giving it to your kids? Yeah.
Yeah.
parents do it all
Tell
the
them that it's
time.
like, yeah.
Really? So that's like okay to do? Like I'm not completely morally bankrupt to consider
No.
it?
Well, you are, but it's okay.
Oh man, dude. Fuck.
Look, Santa Claus signed this. Here you go, kid.
That's like a double lie. Because Santa.
A double lie.
You guys talking about Santa
Adam.
Claus again?
Yeah. just talking about
Every episode he comes up.
Santa. We love the
Adam. Adam's not gonna tell his kid about Santa.
I know, I heard that. That's
Oh
That's
yes,
not
Cassie's listening to
crazy.
some. I haven't.
Because Adam-
No, I honestly, it's not that I haven't. Just that we've said that we aren't going to do that. We just don't really know how to deal.
You said
with
you
it.
were gonna do. You're gonna be
You
a
don't
Kwanzaa
have
household.
to tell him, Adam.
Yeah.
He's going to know what Santa Claus is.
Yeah, but
that's
when
the
he's
thing.
like, "What is Santa?" Am I going to be like, "Oh, he's this magical"? Am I going to like be a part
No,
of the lie?
I'm gonna tell you what, Adam. I try to tell my kids there's no Santa, and because I'm like
Okay.
just like a grouch, like I'm a
Okay.
bad person, and they're
Yeah,
like,
Grinch.
yeah, whatever,
Christmas is a Grinch.
sure.
Okay.
I'm just like, there is an actual solstice, and this like I
Oh,
don't know, well, whatever. And they're like, no, Santa is real. They just don't listen to you. They're like, it
Yeah,
is
they-
real.
that's
Oh,
better
okay.
though, because then you're like, okay, yeah,
Isn't
then why did you
Israel?
like
Yeah,
Did
I
you
heard
know-
Israel.
That'd be cool. dude.
Santa is real?
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna buy them stuff. You're gonna want to buy them stuff.
Of
I-
course, I will definitely get him
Adam,
presents,
you
but, like,
said you guys were gonna adopt the Kwanzaa lifestyle.
yeah, we're going Kwanzaa.
Yeah, and
No.
celebrate all.
I think you might be on some of that $400 an ounce weed.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I heard that, and I had to like re-look up what ounces, because I was like, "There's no." It better send me to the moon.
$400.
Yeah, he's like $400.
400 an ounce.
He
It better
buys it
send me
from,
to the moon.
Chris Penn.
And then
Chris
later
Penn
on,
and a
Brian
sad
Gosling
roll.
does go to the moon.
Wait,
I
what'd you
liked-
say?
In First Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got that one.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I just didn't hear it.
Adam
I
was
like-
in La La Land. Am I right?
Oh Jesus!
Oh.
I need,
Very
I need
nice.
to get in my car and just drive the hell out of here. I don't know any other movie. What else is Gosling in?
You guys are being crazy, stupid love.
I think yeah, I think that the part with the drug dealer was my favorite part. Like I enjoyed his murder. I enjoyed that whole thing.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
He
how
was
we
cool.
watched porn.
Yeah, he was very
Yeah.
enthusiastic, which was cool.
It almost wasn't creepy. It was almost like, oh, hold on. This is my favorite part.
yeah.
You see
Also,
how
like-
you see how she likes that? All right, I'll get your weed.
And it also seemed kind of nice
just-
because his porn came in
cool.
boxes, and it was like,
He had a whole shelf about it.
yeah, he was like, he's a collector, so it probably was good porn. It probably
Sure.
was a special scene.
Sure.
I believe that character. That guy's, he's a great
Why-
actor.
why-
That's Sean
why
Penn's
did he-
brother.
R.I.P.
Why did he have a baboon?
Better than Sean Penn. Maybe.
The fuck.
Maybe.
You watch some porn, you get hopped up, and then you go in the back and you have your baboon that you don't show anyone.
That you overfeed. You're gonna make him fat like you.
Oh yeah.
That's
That's
that
just
was
making them thick and juicy for the fucking. Right? That's what you're saying, William, right?
I like
Oh,
that
it's all
his
about the
character-
His
abs.
red butt cheeks. What's up?
His character had like a trailer out in the desert too. I'm like, ooh, like this guy's got his life together like more than I do. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's not
He's
like
cool.
murdering anybody and getting
Yeah.
away. He was literally just
He's just
selling
a drug dealer. Yeah.
selling
He's selling weed to rich
teens,
kids.
cleaning
will
up
pay
after
$400 for
teens.
now.
Definitely having
So
sex
he
with high
likes to
school
watch
kids.
a little bondage. Let him do it. He seems enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, I could have seen more of that guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
he did say bring some cheerleaders over.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this guy's bad now that I remember.
He's old school. No, Ryan, that's cool. In the 80s,
Yeah.
that was cool.
No, he's being a cool guy.
In the 80s.
Yeah.
This movie came out in 2000.
But that's the thing. He's an 80s
Up until
guy,
2016, it was cool.
hmm
Still cool if you ask
Yeah.
me. If they're 18, he's the janitor. It's legal.
Yeah, that's true. They're two adults.
Okay, were you surprised that Gosling was never going to kill himself? Well, we don't know of never, but like that he wasn't going to at the end. I mean,
I knew one of them was not going to
okay.
from the get go. I was like, one of them's gonna like not do it and then frame the other one.
Yeah,
I
literally
didn't-
nothing in this
Okay.
movie surprised me. It was just,
I didn't know
it
that's
was like
where-
watching dominoes fall into place. It was just like I just knew I was going to be unsatisfied.
I was surprised when he went and got that table leg, and I wasn't surprised that he went and got the table leg to help her. I was surprised that it was a table leg. I was expecting like a rope or like.
Yeah, he's like, I picked the most unhelpful short thing possible.
Yeah.
Dude, he
Like,
stands there
hello?
for
Yeah.
so long too. So long.
Yeah, he like
Talking
walks
about
up
the
to her like
you're
really
talking about the ending
menacingly,
when-
like, oh, here you go. I'm gonna
very
help you
fake
now.
The very fake building
Yeah,
in
the
the
ending's
set.
really bad.
There's like Sandra Bullock pushes Ryan Gosling off, right? He
Yeah.
dies.
Yeah.
And then had the deck collapsed by then or not?
No, it did. It kind of caused the collapse, pushing him off.
Right. Okay. And then now Sandra Bullock is just like hanging off the edge of like a collapsing deck. And then Michael Pitt comes out with like a 2-foot long table leg
Fucking
and just
idiot.
like throws it at her. It's supposed to help her.
But until he like still hasn't decided if he's gonna help her, like even as he's like reaching for her. Like
right.
what?
See, I hate the movie also because like by this point they're now doing this thing where like, oh, Michael Pitt's actually the sympathetic one.
He's a good guy. He
'cause
was
he
manipulated.
He vomited. He got scared. He's
Yeah.
the sensitive, smart one.
Yeah,
As
But
he
like-
tentatively stabbed the corpse
Yeah.
with a. He's the good boy.
yeah.
But it makes it less. It makes it so much less tension. So now the tension is like, oh, I hope the good boy doesn't get life in prison and just gets like 25 years, so then he can reform his life when he's 50. Like, it's just so. It's just like they take any idea in this movie. There's like two choices. Like you can go left or right, but they just decide to go in the middle, and you're just left with like no tension. Like you're just like, oh, I hope he gets through prison.
Yeah, the two guys that committed this murder in real life, not this murder, sorry, but the
Murder
guys
by
that-
numbers murder.
yeah.
The murder by numbers murder.
Murder by dumbers, you know. Hmm?
Nice. Very good.
Leopold and Loeb, they were on trial for death by hanging. It's actually a really famous
Nice.
trial, and their lawyer won though, and they ended up getting life in prison. One of them died in prison a couple years
Winning.
later. He was murdered. And the other one got out. He like ended up getting probation or whatever it's called. I don't know. Like,
And then he wrote this movie.
Mm-hmm. It's a true story.
He's rich and
couldn't-
successful now.
I couldn't figure out
Right.
like the title. Why is it called Murder
Yeah,
by
that's what I
Numbers?
was about
Yeah,
to
Based
say.
on a
that's a good
police
point.
song.
Oh, wait.
That's not in the
Because it's
movie.
murdered by numbers, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but
Some shitty
that's not
song.
like the first
It's not
instance of
based
that
on it.
phrase.
That's where the title comes from.
so.
I read it on IMDb trivia.
I mean,
so
if
it's
it
real.
was
I read it on
Stupid. I think
Wikipedia.
an
It's real.
Idiot
That's
like
where
you
it comes from.
wrote it.
if it was 8675309,
They named it after a police song that's not in the movie.
Well, they couldn't get
Well,
the
you can't
rights.
pay- yeah, that's expensive. The money's got to go to Sandra Bullock's.
They couldn't even
fucking
get the rights
sock.
to the
Right.
B and buy. They had to use an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when the
B's
movie
gonna
theater
cost
marquee runs out of letters.
Yeah, got to keep the title short.
Murder by Numbers. Well, it doesn't make any sense to the movie.
Yeah, and it's it's a
I
police
read
song.
that. I'm repeating it. What do you want me
It's
to say?
the reason why it's in the
Now,
movie.
where did
Ryan, of
Sting
course,
get it
is that it's a
from? That's
police-
the real question.
Yeah.
How did
want
Sting come
somebody
up with
to-
this phrase?
That's not the question. That's not.
It came to him during one of his like 8-hour fuck sessions.
Because he's tantric.
God, I do like how the kid Pitt did learn how to get away with murder by reading books. You couldn't do that now, like because they can just trace back
Yeah, now
your
kids use the
search
internet.
history.
Oh yeah, totally.
You can't just
That's
go
what they
and
did
burn
in,
your search
7.
history.
Honestly, that's a good way around that. Is like just do it old school in the library. You know what I mean?
just checking out a book in the
You're talking
library.
about planning a murder or drinking your piss out.
No, that's a
researching
cafeteria,
how to drink your own.
cafeteria act.
Imagine you're at like
I'm, like,
a
pulling
public
out these
library and
old
you open
leather
the wrong
books.
door and you just see Adam and like 11 homeless guys all saluting with like a little golden glass and then drinking it.
And Adam's
Like,
just
what?
standing with his arms out like Jesus.
Very suspicious behavior.
I like how
Well,
Cassie
we could be supportive.
Mayweather, how she was like, he was the most handsome man I ever met until child, this minor child.
Until this, were they seniors even?
I don't know.
She had some
You talk
good
about-
scenes in this, old Sandy. She had some good acting scenes where she was telling the other detective and stuff
Think so?
before she started like
What are you
forgiving him
talking
on the foot.
about?
Like which ones exactly?
Like when she talked about how she
Adam's
had
just
a-
attracted to her. He's just like, there's something about her. I don't know.
how she had like
Okay.
a
All right.
female.
See what you're saying.
Like they call me the female hyena because female hyenas have little penises.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Mock penises.
He goes, "Doesn't that bother you?"
I don't know
And
what
she
a
goes,
mock penis.
No, I wear loose pants, and then
Yeah.
walked away.
And like
To
winks
the,
at him.
yeah,
No, you're
but-
right. Maybe it's just like I can't see past my like I'm like blinded by hate for the like with this movie because I could have been so good. It could have been really
Yeah.
good.
Look,
It
Adam,
feels like a waste.
we need to talk about Ben Chaplin because that guy, that's a thankless role. This is a pathetic
Who's
character.
is that? That's the
Oh, that's the partner. God,
yeah,
I
the
forgot he was
partner.
in it.
This guy.
He's
I
pretty
mean,
good.
He's,
I liked him.
He plays a fucking loser. Capital L.
because he just doesn't want to like fuck Sandra Bullock at first. 'cause they
No,
work
he-
together.
Yeah, when she's wasted.
Yeah, yeah.
He-
He's a loser.
He's like,
He
what's
gives
going
it that
on?
like
Are we
afternoon.
boyfriend, girlfriend, or what?
He did not say that.
Yeah, that's no. He was honestly. She was the male in the relationship, and she was the female.
She had a little.
Or he-
thing-
or she
No,
was-
duh.
he- no,
That's a
sorry.
giant overriding
He was the-
theme of every conversation they have. It's just like,
she has
Yeah.
the hyena penis.
Yeah.
yeah, he plays.
But it's
Should've
kind of
just been
funny
cool,
how
but
overt
like,
it
yeah, I'll leave.
becomes.
I'll go fuck another person.
Yeah, but when he comes up to her and is like, what are we? What is this? Like that's when you're like, oh, this is like ridiculous. Like how flipped it is, and just a very funny.
It's uncomfortable.
Like broad just telling of a relationship that's like flipped.
He's the normal good guy that's gonna like, you know, because she always pushes everybody, pulls and then pushes.
Yeah.
Right.
He's just he's a base level guy.
Remember her ex-boyfriend, the new assistant DA guy?
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, you fucking her? Because that's what she does with everybody. Oh, that's what she does with all her partners. And remember,
looks like the scorpion still got her stinger.
Yeah.
That's why I like the new detective, because he like doesn't get scared off.
Yeah, he didn't care.
I have a casting pitch for that character, actually, instead of that guy. Mark Paul Gosselaar with darker hair. Or whatever. That hair's not a big deal. Think about like an older Mark
NYPD
Paul
Blue,
Gosselaar.
Mark Paul Gosselaar.
But 4 inches taller.
Like Dead Man on Campus, Mark Paul Gosselaar.
Yeah. Wearing those little glasses.
I love that movie. Oh my god.
That's a much better movie than this one.
My name is Mac, brother of Joe. I got me some crack. I want me some hoes.
Oh, he'd be good.
That's cool. That sounds like a good quote.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
Mark Paul Gosselaar.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was just my casting pitch for
fan.
that character. What's up?
I'm a big Saved by the Bell kind of fan.
Yeah, kind of.
That's Zach.
Yeah, I forgot he was in that.
Zach Morris. You're not enough.
Yeah.
Adam's just a big Suits watcher.
Well, I call him Zach.
Yeah. Breckenmeyer is my casting pitch for this. I'm a big.
I would have
Franklin
loved to
Bash
have seen
guy.
Screech in this movie. You know.
Why'd you have to bring him up, dude?
Screech and Mario Lopez in high school planning a murder together.
That'd be cool.
They're gonna kill Lisa Turtle.
Pretty good, actually. Yeah.
And then Lisa is on all hopped up on Adderall or Ritalin or whatever that famous episode was. Where was her name? Lisa?
No, that's that's Jesse. Jesse was on.
But that actor
or whatever.
That actor plays Lisa in Murder by Numbers.
Right.
They just recast Lisa as
course.
Elizabeth Berkley.
Yeah.
She has to be nude the entire time.
Yeah.
Saved by the numbers. Saved by the bell, but the B is an 8.
Saved by the Bell's palsy.
Okay, all right.
You got something.
Let's keep going. We're riffing. Let's keep going.
Murder by Dummers.
It really is going to bother me. Like, why is it called that though?
I never.
It's a police song.
It. Okay, no, I get
it's
that. It's
not why.
Not a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's a common phrase though, like from a Sherlock Holmes book or an Agatha Christie book.
Okay,
like,
that would make sense.
Yeah, it's Murder by Numbers.
I gotcha. Like a hard-boiled detective type thing.
Yeah. Saved by the Bell palsy.
Because it was a calculated murder.
I do really like her houseboat, but also this could have been a really good Lifetime movie or like just made for TV movie.
It is a Lifetime
Dude,
movie.
Her Lifetime movie or her houseboat. Her houseboat is it's a good houseboat.
Mm-hmm.
I would live in that.
Shut up.
It made me want a houseboat.
Yeah, totally.
I wish Ryan Gosling went up to her houseboat and just like unanchored it and just kicked it down.
Yeah, I mean that would have been the easiest.
Pushed it away.
Right?
Well, set it on
and
fire.
Then she can't. She's like can't get back. Can't solve the case.
Yeah.
I wish
push the house.
No, she's inside. He kills her. He just like throws a Molotov cocktail on it. Just like shoves it.
That would be.
They should have tried to kill her, right? Like they should. Like
no. Yeah. I would have liked to see her and Ryan Gosling hook up.
Yeah.
In the car when he
that could have been cool. Why not? You know, like give us something. Quit teasing.
They're playing a game of cat and mouse.
Yeah.
Like Basic Instinct, you know, they hook up and he's investigating her.
It would have been much better if there was that
Dude, if Michael Douglas was on the houseboat and he was the cop, it would have been fucking awesome.
Yeah, the tension between him and Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, is Arnold Schwarzenegger in Basic Instinct? Or what one am I thinking with the two Arnolds?
Totally.
Twins?
Two
Arnolds?
Yeah. Tom Arnold and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
True Lies.
True Lies. That's what I'm thinking.
What about Tom Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Two Arnolds? That's the most confusing way you could have said.
It's the only time they're ever together.
True.
He's on the.
I was picturing a movie where Arnold was playing twins, and I was like, what the fuck?
I just watched Twins with my dad the other day. Well, I watched a little bit of it. It was on TV.
Yeah.
Dude, Kelly Preston, R.I.P. Right, guys?
Oh,
Who's
yeah,
that?
totally.
Is it one of the twins?
Oh.
Because I thought it was Danny DeVito.
Come on, man. Show some respect.
One of the twins' girlfriends. Hello.
Oh, I was only focused on Danny and my boy Arnie.
Okay.
Great Two Life Crew soundtrack on that movie.
The thing about twins is the whole time I was like,
Twins?
how the heck are these guys brothers? I was like, what are the odds?
Yeah.
But it was good.
Yeah, Twins is pretty good.
It would have been great if Arnold and Danny DeVito
were the murderers. They were the high school murderers.
Yeah.
Instead of Gosling and Pitt.
Yeah.
Ebert loved this movie. Shocker.
Ebert
He didn't love it. He just said it was okay. Like, hey, look, you're gonna see a stupid movie. Watch this stupid movie.
I'm like, I get that.
The great movies, Murder by Numbers.
Entertaining, but I think that was just because of the casting. I think I was just like I liked Ryan Gosling.
Good at first.
I really did like Ryan Gosling in this.
Yeah,
I thought it had like a subversive quality at the beginning because it was Barbet, Schroeder, or whatever. Like I was like, oh, is this doing something kind of interesting? And then it gets like really shit. It just gets worse.
It kind of just keeps going.
It does start strong.
And shit. Yeah,
but it could have been 90 minutes.
Did you think it was weird that they don't like show, like they don't make the victim into a real person? Like they don't talk about her family. They don't talk about.
Well, she was picked at random.
Because she's supposed to be Cassie too, in some way, right? Like that she's the victim. Like, we could have had one or the other. We don't need both.
Make Sandra Bullock the victim. She's like, there's a lot of stuff in this script about the victim. What if I was the victim and I was cute and I was a bad cop and I drank?
Right,
man, fuck her.
Then she made a face.
Yeah,
because she got called out when she said, instead of saying the victim, she said the first name of the person.
Incredibly lame.
And they're like, you can't do that. You got to be thinking like a killer.
Yeah. You can't be calling the victim by her name.
Olivia.
Were those police officers or mobsters? What
exactly.
Like the way they were dressed.
That's New York, baby.
But also I was gonna say that's a political. Are police captains mobsters? Maybe, probably.
Whoa.
What's the difference, man? You ever see The Departed? Exactly.
I'm so sorry. Jesus Christ.
It's something to think about.
Yeah.
That's pour a little piss in a cup and sip on that for a minute. That's something to stew on.
Sip on that piss, yeah.
Oh
and
God.
That's the piss.
No, because like at the beginning, it's intriguing to root for them.
Yeah,
the killers.
Yeah, but
they killed that girl they went to high school with. That would have been awesome.
Yeah,
Lisa.
Yeah,
Lisa.
What's her arc?
Why'd you just say it like that?
Isn't it weird though that it's weird that they pick somebody from random, but the people that the murder is like that the story is based off of didn't pick somebody from random.
Way more interesting.
It should have been. You're right. It should have been. They should have been playing Nintendo 64 in a room, and then some little 13-year-old cousin comes in and goes, "Can I watch you guys play?" And they go, "Fuck, I want to kill this kid." And then they go kill their 13-year-old cousin because he wants to watch him play.
They just grab him by the arms and legs and just swing him off that lodge.
Isn't that
right into the ocean?
They hold him.
That's the funnest way to get rid of a little kid is to do that double.
They hold him down and spit a loogie. They spit a loogie down to his face, but then suck it up just before it. They do that until the kid dies.
I mean, yeah, I'd watch that. That's like a Justin Timberlake movie I saw, I think.
Well,
Alpha Dog?
Yeah. That's Alpha Dog.
Yeah.
Oh, that one was wild.
That movie's too hardcore for me. Justin gets a little too hardcore.
Can I please watch Beta Dog and and please transfer my piss to the other theater? Thank you.
I'd like a refund, and I would like my piss to go, please.
What's your corking fee?
You know what? Never mind. I'll just pee in my own.
I'm like about to unzip. Yeah. Talking to some poor concession, like Stan worker.
There's just a cork in your dick.
Yeah. It's ready to go. I like push down on it really hard and it pops out. Oh, good stuff.
How do you open wine bottle? What do you think corks are?
Or you
just push down
with
on
a
the
champagne
wine
thing, that's how you get rid of a champagne thing.
No,
You take a
you-
champagne bottle and just like
You use
Like a-
Take a sword.
use a
I just hurt my hand on a basket.
I was gonna say use a katana to do that, but
Yeah.
They should have
Yeah, I
called
need to
this
use a katana.
movie.
Not a
Sorry.
small sword. Go ahead. No, please. No, please interrupt that.
anything other than this
they
conversation.
should have called it screenwriting by numbers. Am I right?
Oh, very good. Very good.
I was gonna say they should have called it like affluenza or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was before that term existed, but maybe it would have. If it,
Oh
Way to
yeah.
that'd have been cool if
with
it
it,
said,
Adam.
if it coined that. I think I gotta switch. Does anybody need a pee or anything?
I always gotta pee, dude.
Go pee.
I'm like Eugenia Cooney. I don't pee or eat for 8 hours at a time.
How were you
Nice.
and Adam friends then? He's got a whole pee thing.
I'm
Yeah.
a big pee guy.
What? She was
I don't know what he's talking
she's
about. Just
afraid
kidding, Cass.
he'll drink it if she fucking goes around it.
I remember just like watching that and thinking like I'm gonna remember this forever.
God damn it.
Did you see him?
Oh, and now I am. Like,
Tell
there's
us
no
the
way
whole
he's
story. Tell us what kind of cup.
But like he
It was
claims
on a water
that
a water bottle.
he claims that like it was to make a friend laugh. It was like you're making me laugh right now, so you should be okay with it.
The eternal. It was
Hold on a second, guys. You can keep talking about it now, man.
the immortal friend laugh because we're still laughing about it.
He gives you a ride home from school the other day, and you just see like all these water bottles filled with piss. You're like, wait a minute, I thought you said.
I actually do have. I keep a cup in the car that if I need to, I'll pee in it.
Yeah,
He's
he's
all
you're
dr-
fucking thirsty, dude.
He's all dramatic. He's
Not
all
to
dramatic.
drink.
All dramatic in the
Hold on.
car when he's giving you a ride home from school, and he's just like, "You want to know why I had to change high schools?" And he reaches in the back and grabs a full bottle of piss and just chugs it in front. It was
You
a
guys-
health code violation.
Drinking
You guys-
problem. Wink, wink.
Adam makes me nervous that I have boys. Oh god.
Just don't let him wear toe shoes.
Yeah. Toe shoes.
You can't help how your kids turn out. Don't even try.
I'm nervous watching
even
this
try.
movie, knowing that Adam has a boy now.
Oh,
Um,
jeez.
For sure gonna grow up and start meshing photos of him and his friend together. Like that is 100% gonna happen with Adam's kid.
that's
I
I
only
think
caught
one
the
of-
last part of that. Hey, we can keep talking. Obviously, I could just be in here, but
You look like the Slender Man.
I have to do a little bit. Yeah, I have to.
It looks
I
like
have
a
to go,
60 minutes witness.
prep. I have to go prep the room a little bit. Could like, if possible, like take. I need like maybe 5 minutes.
I do need to go.
We were
pee
having
for
a great
little
time
bit.
without you.
Yeah.
Okay,
If
I'm
you
just
could
gonna
make
turn
it-
my mic off for 5
You
minutes.
could, yeah, make it 10.
Yeah.
Why? That's rude.
God,
Very
thank
rude.
God he's finally gone.
I'm still here. All right, I'll be back.
I don't know why I've seen this movie so many times, but I have. But I think there's a
But
couple
look.
things. Gosling.
Yeah, you're a big Ryan Gosling fan.
I mean,
because
Love
he's not
him.
bad.
what's the
and-
best Ryan Gosling movie?
This one.
Half Nelson
Right.
or The Believer or
I haven't seen either of those. All right, I do have to pee though. Sorry, I'll be back.
Okay.
I have to pee too.
I need to get some water, so I got
Let's all take a break.
all right.
Yeah, so I almost picked The Believer because I like that movie.
Yeah. Not a lot of people have seen that movie. I think it's really good.
Yeah, I remember when it came out, and was it before this one?
Yeah, I think so. But that might be wrong, but I think so. Do you not like Half Nelson or
I think it's pretty good.
okay.
But
Half Nelson and what other? I want to write these down.
The Believer, you should see United States of Leland. Not that it's good, but you should see it.
Oh, we're going past 3. I'll just look up Gosling's discography.
There's actually a podcast called Boyfriend Material you might like that does a series of like a couple of different guys where they do every movie that the guy's been in, and they did Gosling.
Half Nelson, okay.
I'm just not into like I even as much as I love him, I can't watch The Notebook. I have never watched La La Land.
I've never seen The Notebook. La La Land I won't
You're
do.
not missing
I mean,
anything.
I'll watch anything, but musicals are tough.
I can't watch anything. I'm very like
I've got a 6-year-old niece now though, so I'm sure I'll be watching all sorts of dumb shit. I watched Chitty Chitty Bang Bang for the first time this weekend.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Nice, dude.
It was good. It was actually
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, my kids have me watching all kinds of crazy stuff, but they do like I turned them on to Nickelodeon. Are You Afraid of the Dark this weekend? So
Did they get scared?
no, they loved it, and it was like he said it was scary, but and he's 9, so he said it was scary, but he was like guessing things that were going to happen, and I don't know. He didn't seem as scared of it as I was when I was a kid. That's for sure.
Those books freaked me out even.
Like the Goosebumps or there was like
Goosebumps, and then did
Scary
they have
stories?
there was a couple Are You Afraid of the Dark books.
were they choose your own adventure type, or was that Goosebumps?
Yeah. There was one about like a house that I
They
think
weren't
was
Choose
Are
Your
You
Own
Afraid of the
Adventures.
Dark? Were they? They're
It's
not?
just choose your own adventure books.
No, there's Goosebumps ones though that I remember, or it was Are You Afraid
They
of the
might
Dark?
have made them.
I hate scary stuff.
Yeah, we got to
Really?
make you watch a really scary movie.
I don't like being scared. Feeling fear is not comfortable, and I don't want to numb that in case I'm in a situation where I'm actually haunted.
I like
Y'all-
scary stuff if like I'm. Never mind. Go ahead.
I was gonna say y'all haven't even slept in a haunted bed with an old lady cuddling you every night. It's terrifying and comforting. It's
Like I'd
confu-
rather be scared than sad. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No,
How
I'll,
do you mean?
I'll
like
stick with
from
sad.
a movie, like emotionally moved.
Or like if I can't regulate my own emotions, I'd rather consume content that's going to make me scared rather than
right.
sad. If it's like the only thing, and especially stuff like that can really hold your attention too.
Yeah, but sad. I'd say sadness and humor are in every single movie. Whether it's a horror, because a horror movie is usually about some lost love or some haunting or something. But there's also comedy. Comedy's in everything. Sadness and drama's in everything. But fear is not in every movie.
Well, tension is in every. Should
Tension
be in every movie.
is, but fear, like
But no one's afraid.
First time
What are
watching-
you afraid of?
The dark.
freaking things hopping out at you.
Yeah, but that's like a joke. See, like everybody. You didn't see The Conjuring?
I mean, look at Adam's
it's
Zoom
too
screen
scary.
right now. That's
Like a jump-
terrifying.
Like when there's a jump scare, then there's like everybody laughs. Adam looks like Paranormal Activity. It looks like one of those like weird cameras.
Those movies freak me out.
Security cameras.
Yeah, I don't like those either. Do you like Scream though? Like a satire
I mean,
slasher?
I didn't watch it. I mean, I haven't watched it as an adult, but someday I'll grow up and I'll be an adult and I'll be able to watch it as one.
What
I did
about,
watch it
like,
last week.
The
but I haven't.
Faculty, Urban Legends. Like,
I love The Faculty, but yeah, those are more like
Okay.
comic books to me.
Yes.
Or like,
Okay. So you do like horror.
Yeah,
It's
they're
just
more-
like a different genre.
He doesn't like being. He's scared of ghosts.
I
Because
do.
he's-
I'm
He doesn't
fright-
like the found
I'm terrified
footage
of
Blair
ghosts,
Witch
'cause he's
crap,
Christian.
sounds like.
I'm a Scientologist.
That's
but
more disturbing. Once you start getting into like the devil stuff, that's yeah, I could
That's
see
my
that.
jam.
I love the devil. Like, what's a good scary like actual
A movie I want. There's a movie I want to.
movie? Babadook freaked me out. Just
If you ever
visually, it freaked
Or like
me out.
Devil's
What about-
Backbone.
Midsommar. What did you guys
I haven't
think
seen
of
that one yet.
Okay.
I don't
haven't
think that
seen
would scare
one.
him. He's scared of ghosts specifically. He's scared of like
Yeah.
The Shining, The Conjuring.
I'm not. Listen, I'm
Insidious.
not worried about
The sh-
babies getting just crumpled up by mobs. I ain't
Yeah.
worried about that. Was that Midsummer?
No,
No, Midsummer they're
is
killed
hard
by
to
like
explain.
a scary village of crazy foreign people.
Mhm.
Like-
The baby does, right?
No, there's no
No.
baby.
You're thinking of Mother?
Yeah, I'm thinking of Mother. I
Mm.
never saw that, but I mean, that movie's been out for years, right?
Yeah.
True.
I like see
I'm like
movie.
you though. I don't like scary movies either.
I love horror movies,
Yeah.
but I don't find them scary at all.
No.
I've literally never found a movie to be scary.
What?
It's not-
Dude,
it's-
boy. I literally sometimes have to shut off Are You Afraid of the Dark? Because like I'm
What are you scared of?
the dark.
Like
I
something's gonna
live
happen?
alone. I'm the only adult in the house besides my kids. What am I gonna do?
It's not like they have home invasion episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Like
That's the
single mother
worst
home
part.
alone, 3
If it-
bikers terrorize her and break in. And high on meth.
Two high school kids, one Ryan Gosling, one.
Michael Pitt, 1 Adam Bowers drinking piss.
It's like
The
some kind of
mother, devastating.
supernatural thing. Like that's the scariest thing, right? I mean,
How do you think
Have
Adam's
you-
mother felt the first time he drank piss in front of her? Just
Yeah,
like,
that's
uh-oh,
probably
this
the
is
last
gonna be a
time she
problem.
talked to him. Instead of him going for the breast,
'Cause there was
when he an
Christmas and
infant,
she's like-
he just went for.
No, it's
She's
Christmas.
getting
She's
out
like,
of
have a little piss.
She's
See you
like,
later.
we have to move.
He's like,
to
Mom, I got
Florida."
my own 2-liter in the car. It's the last time he ever spoke to her.
Oh Lord, have you seen that M. Night Shyamalan movie, the Trip,
No.
where they go and hang out with the grandparents? The kids
Mm-mm.
do.
Oh yeah.
I didn't watch that.
I
Is
liked
it- what's
it.
it called? The
first
Trip?
time
The
I saw
Vacation?
it.
The
Yeah,
Visit.
the visit.
The Visit. So like that scene where the old lady is they're under the house or whatever, and she's like crawling around like a spider.
Mm-mm.
That scared you.
No, it like watching it, I was like, oh, that's creepy. And then later, you smoke weed and get drunk and pass out, and then
Here it comes.
you have dreams about like
Mhm.
little creepy
Nice,
old
nice.
ladies. And then I
Agree.
have flashbacks
Agree.
of the dead woman that died on my old bed
I like
before I got.
I like real life creepy stuff. And yeah, you're right. Like I have to try to limit it because I don't want to microdose and look at my phone and then like oh God, that's terrifying what I was just looking at. Like what?
I mean, if you're microdosing all the time, you're going to be
Bummer.
like micro paranoid.
Or
Or
like you're saying like sleep and dream it, and stuff like that.
it's always after. Like I can watch those movies, and then it's always when I'm alone and high. I see like this image of
That's-
Adam walking. I know this is all audio recording, but watching Adam walk in the dark as a silhouette is
I
terrifying.
get you, Ryan.
What was that MTV show? Fear Fact? What was that?
Give me your piss, Ryan.
Yeah.
Remember that
I'm gonna
MTV
get
show
your
where they
piss.
like walked around in abandoned buildings?
It's a pissed
Yeah.
off.
The
one.
cameras.
Yes, fear, right?
And
That's what Adam looks like right now.
Yeah.
He's walking around with his laptop in his little apartment.
I had to change
Like a fear
rooms because
character.
my baby's going to sleep.
Or it looks like he is. That's the most terrifying sentence you would hear in that movie. You have a
Adam.
baby.
Adam, why do you have that diaper? Put it down. Oh, he's wringing it into a cup.
I'm not doing that, just for the record.
I have
We
to
got video
describe what
records.
the
He's
audience
doing
can't
it.
see.
Ryan, Cassandra, please. You can obviously be the fact
He's
checkers
choo-
here.
He's chewing on the diaper
Cassandra.
to suck out the piss he couldn't wring out.
Cassandra is completely silent
Yeah.
right now.
look.
What else did he do in high school? Tell us.
Oh,
Yeah,
tell
we
us,
gotta know
tell them
full
about the
details.
cool stuff I did. Tell them about all the cool stuff I did.
The cool stuff.
Look, it's not all just, it's not all piss drinking. Okay,
It sounds like you peeked at the piss drinking.
No,
I did.
no,
Yeah,
no. Like honestly, yeah, everybody that we went to high school with was pretty nice and cool, and Adam was a nice guy.
thanks, guys.
How many other people in your life
You
have you
too.
seen drink piss? All sexual stuff aside, like if whatever you do in the bed is
None.
if you're an
None.
if you're
Very
an art,
personal
kind
question,
of one of
man.
them. That's what I'm saying. Adam's the only person I've never
But
seen.
that I know of. But like of my group of friends, how many do I think? Probably like upwards of 5 at least. Yeah.
Okay,
I've
sure,
drank
sure,
their own
sure.
piss.
Yeah, she just hangs out with really cool people.
Yeah.
I only know people that I
Dude.
only know people that have drank their own piss because we would like pee in their Gatorade while they were out of the room.
Yeah.
And then they'd take a sip and we would be like, "You just drank piss."
I was just getting ahead of that sort of thing. I was trying to get in front of that. But yeah, no, we went to a cool school that was very welcoming, and I felt comfortable
school.
and safe to drink my pee. It was a safe environment for me.
I would love it in the movie they make about you drinking your own piss. I'd love it if Mark Paul Gosselaar played you.
Yeah, that'd be. I would say.
Dead Man on Campus era.
No.
Right.
Saved by the
Right.
Bell, the
Okay.
college
No.
years era.
Modern. Today.
Yes, looks
That
like
was
completion.
that was such a fascinating time for MTV putting out movies. I'm just saying.
Yeah, MTV Studios or whatever.
Yeah, Joe's
what-
Apartment. Great
Ooh,
stuff.
yeah. They
Oh,
did the
I
Jackass
love-
movies too.
I do love Joe's Apartment, to be honest. Since we're talking, I didn't drink my own piss or nothing.
You're like, this guy's got
I
a
feel
pretty
like
nice
I feel
apartment.
like it's safe that I can say I like Joe's Apartment.
That's
I was so
the
excited
most
for that movie.
fucked up thing I've heard on this podcast.
I thought it was going to be really cool. I was like, Joe's Apartment, the movie? Gotta
I mean,
see
I
this.
was at the age too where, and this is whatever. Grew up in a suburban Nebraska.
I mean, I was 9 years old, so you must have been what, 4?
When I first saw it, no, I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't go to theaters and
You didn't watch
it.
the Siskel and Ebert.
I'd probably
video?
be 2. You're old as
Oh,
hell.
is that a good one? Is that a good Siskel and Ebert clip?
I'm making a joke out.
Oh, sorry. As I slowly slide off the
Yeah,
exercise
did you
ball.
just-
I'm just changing position.
Wait, Adam,
a hole.
what year did you graduate?
Adam's literally sitting in a baby's crib.
And I'm not wringing a diaper out into a cup. I graduated 2003.
Okay.
And you're
7 for me.
2004, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm 2001, 9/11,
Holy
baby.
shit. The
Dude,
9/11
that makes-
class. Nice, dude.
Wild.
You
Congrats.
make a lot more sense, dude. I was in middle school when they drug us into the room to watch the footage of 9/11, and I
was a
think I
junior.
saw William jump in front of one of the media cameras, just be like, 9/11.
Well, no, hold on a second. William, you graduated before 9/11 happened, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you don't know what you're talking about.
You graduate in like June or
But you're
July,
not
right?
you're not the class of 9/11. Okay, you didn't experience what that was
I'm
like.
the class of normal America that got this. Well, all my
You were at your
Oh,
job
my
in the
class?
factory.
dozens
That's
of kids
terrifying.
joined the military and didn't know. Of course, they had no idea 9/11 was going to come. So
Oh,
Mhm.
my
shit.
class had like
Yeah.
the most like PTSD. It's more like the
Nice.
class of the Iraq War.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Anyway,
Anyway,
came
good
back
stuff.
great, guys.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I feel bad for people that graduated in 2008 too. I have a friend who graduated in 2008, and she's like, the housing market crashed and the economy crashed, and like I graduated high school and I didn't know like what any of that meant,
Yeah, totally.
I graduated 07 and I wasn't even thinking about a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Well, I feel like we're a part of the age that where we like kind of entered the workforce during like the shitty part.
I started doing comedy when I was 17, like in my senior
Economy,
year.
shitty economy.
Stand up. No, I wish I would have had parents be like, maybe you should go to school, dude.
Yeah.
Because then I wouldn't be 32 in my parents' basement right now in Nebraska.
Dude.
But that's COVID.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just COVID.
I'm going to be saying that for 15 years.
That's
I'm going to be 48 years old and my parents.
Like,
COVID got me, y'all.
yeah, I live in my parents' house because
Yeah.
class of 07.
COVID.
Don't even get me started,
An
man.
old man.
Don't even get it. All started in 07. God, I should have drank that piss for $5.
That was your
the
sliding
kid that
doors
did-
moment.
He's always been good with money.
Yeah.
I'll say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Did you also think it was funny that Ryan Gosling's the rich kid, but then when they go to Michael Pitt's house, it's enormous.
It's so much nicer.
he lives
Yeah.
in a giant
This place
house.
is just nice, you know. It's a nice area.
It's not that nice.
Just kidding.
And what's up with they're only single mothers? Like that, like there's no father figure, which is fine, but
I
it's
think
like,
it's like
It says a lot.
commentary.
I think they have dads. They're just gone. Like they're,
They're
Well,
like
hedge
Jack
fund
Morris.
consultants. or
Oh, I
something.
see. Yeah. Or his dad is
It-
like a hedge fund consultant guy who's
But
lived
it
up
is
there.
weird how the one kid even particularly says like, oh, he'll always be cool because his dad's rich. Yeah, like why would they make it a point for him to say that if they were going to make his house bigger?
Well, maybe he's lying.
Yeah.
They just found a really good house.
Because his character is
He,
kind
like,
of manipulating
funded-
people.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
like
like-
your clue, actually, that he's like the actual guy. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Kind
the
of.
movie sucks.
I just
don't
gotta
know.
watch this for the 23rd time.
Honestly, yeah, I feel like you just pointed out we like in getting to the bottom of the logic of that, Barbet Schroeder like planted a seed that, you know, like let people, if they're a
Yeah, 'cause
student,
if
because they're going to be
you-
like, that's off. That's just something off early in the movie. And their whole thing is about class, him and Ryan Gosling and
Yeah.
stuff. So like if they have this weird thing that only like people who are really thinking while they're watching the movie will catch
dumb.
and think about, I don't know.
Because anybody would just be like, that guy's rich.
I don't
We
think
know
it
he's
is dumb.
rich.
I think the movie does that. Is doing
Well,
stuff like
they-
that.
The police officers
beginning.
even mention.
Is it?
They,
I don't know.
They even mention that
Yeah,
I don't
he
know.
like
it's unknowable. It's just kind of a mishmash.
he funds the DA's campaign and stuff. He
Yeah.
like funds local. They mention that his
Yeah, because
dad.
they didn't want to bring him in for questioning because his dad was rich. That was another thing. Was like
Right.
that was good enough for like the first act, but then by the second act, it wasn't good enough.
That's a good
That
point.
was like that never would have held up. But like, I was wondering too when you guys were watching it from the beginning. Like, were you watching it thinking like this one is like the brains of the operation, or this one is the brains of the operation?
Yeah, I mean, I
Because
figured
watched
Michael
it both
Pitt's.
ways.
Yeah, Michael Pitt's the smart one. He's the brains, and then
Okay.
Ryan Gosling's the violent one.
he was
my
was-
assumption. That was
he
my
was like
assumption.
Or the
real
brash, like,
Well, the American Psycho, like the rich
Yeah,
kid that
yeah.
wants to get away with murder, like just wants
Really
to-
got to see that movie.
American
bully.
Psycho? Oh, Bully, yeah.
They're always he's like the rich bully
Oh,
guy.
American Psycho.
Oh,
And Michael
yeah,
Pitt's
American
like
Psycho's great.
the smart one. He reads books. He reads Nietzsche.
Well, he's the one that's
And the
you know,
bully's
that
or the rich kid's the sociopath one. In the movie.
yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
take advantage of this like sensitive thinker kid.
Well, no, the kid is smart. Like they wouldn't be able to get away with individually. They wouldn't be able to get away with the murder.
yeah, but they don't get away with it because they're fucking idiots.
I know, but
because-
like they
They
think
tape
because they're
themselves doing
freaking
it.
high school kids.
But like, just like they're not
Did
as
they?
smart as they
Did they
think they
tape
are.
themselves?
Oh,
Yeah.
that was just what
No,
Sandra
yeah.
Bullock whispered at the end.
No,
Or
Because
That great
they
scene.
took the camera away, so she was just bluffing.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
camera is just from when he had sex with the girl that they both liked. So
Think
don't know.
about that.
I'm just
But,
saying, like, I don't think that, like, as smart, you know how they think that they are so smart, but they're not, obviously, because they didn't get away with it. And
Yeah,
I don't think that they're as emotionally bankrupt as they want to believe that they are.
Yes, yeah.
right.
I don't think Ryan Gosling's character ever thought that.
Yeah, I agree.
He's just a sociopath. Like he just wanted to do whatever he wanted to do. But then the
Which
other
I
dude was
respect.
like, yeah, like you were saying, I'm a tortured artist. But
Yeah.
you're not. First of all, you're not an artist. You meshed you and a picture of your friend together. That's the only.
That's why he thinks he's an
literally-
artist, because he
that's
did that.
literally the only art you did. And then you read, and it's taken you months to read this one book of poetry. Unless you're
Dude,
reading.
he was the first guy to do that.
Oh,
He was the first guy to mix faces like that. That's what you don't understand.
Oh.
He actually is he's a visionary. You know?
that's funny. You bring that poetry.
Oh
up.
yeah,
What book was
the
that?
poetry, the drunken
That
boat.
was, yeah, The Drunken Boat. I just read it the other day.
The
When
Drunken-
after I saw it in
Yeah,
this
see,
movie.
the other day in one day. You
It's
probably
better
read
than
it.
this movie.
And he's,
Whoa.
that
Yeah.
he's
Sandra
reading
Bullock?
it through the whole.
It takes
She's
5
drunk.
minutes to
She's
read.
on a
Oh,
boat.
cool. That's always
Yeah.
nice.
Whoa, it's connected.
She's the drunken boat.
Nah, it's probably not.
Think
about it.
a
It
thing.
was cooler than I would have thought.
the poem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's
It
fine.
actually has a little bit of like a Doors vibe to it
Whoa.
and a little bit of political undertone.
Yeah, I always
Um,
used to say Jim Morrison is like an American poet.
hmm Sure.
Hey, did you say whether or not you thought
You never
First-
saw that
first
poster?
poem-
You never saw that poster or T-shirt?
what?
First poem starts miscongeniality,
I just
drunk on a boat.
Yeah.
Do you remember the guy?
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you remember the guy that plays in Miscongeniality with her, like her detective partner?
Benjamin
They have way
What's his
better chemistry.
It's Benjamin Bratt, right?
Is it? Yeah,
I never saw the movie.
He's fantastic compared to this guy. I'm just saying.
I mean,
He's more of an AC
100%.
Slater type.
He turns the chair around before he sits.
He's a sexy Latino, and I would have definitely fucked him way before Ben Chaplin.
Mm-hmm.
Way before?
Way before.
Like how far before? Who's in between?
The janitor. Chris Penn, baby.
Well, yeah, but you're
the baboon in the mix.
You're fucking that dude for the free weed.
Yeah, I would.
In a little cheerleader outfit.
I would go through that debasing situation way before that boring cop guy.
Damn, you just really got to respect the person that you have sex with.
Remember when the first time they have sex, and he tries to lift up her shirt, and she's like, "No, not that." I literally booed the TV.
I laughed so hard.
I was so mad.
She goes, anything but that.
It's like, well, what's the point? I was like, she sucks.
Is she sexy though? Like
Sandra?
No.
Yeah.
In this movie? No.
In that scene she was, because
strong women
it's
are
like
sexy.
basically, like a softcore porn. So like any person in any movie in any scene doing sexy stuff is sexy.
Right, because actors and actresses are.
I've been so lonely for the last year.
Yes, she was insanely sexy.
When I saw that baboon jump up, and you see that baboon's red ass. I was biting my lip. I was biting my finger. I was like, damn.
I feel like you need to watch Lars and the Real Girl.
Yeah.
I'd let that baboon bite my forearm if you know what I'm saying.
You're like the grizzly man guy. You're just getting attacked, but you're just like,
I'll take it.
Rock hard the whole time. Like, whoa, this fucking grizzly likes me, dude.
And I go, ouch. Ouch.
Just some contact.
Slow down, baby. Slow down. We'll get there.
Ouch.
It's just disemboweling. Me. It's just like eating your entrails, just like disemboweling you.
Just trying to get a hug in before dying.
Yeah. But the big reveal is what? She has scars on her breast or something?
From her attack or whatever.
She was stabbed 17 times.
She had trauma.
By the state pole vaulting champion.
So he was lodging those things from like 40 feet away.
He was stabbing her with.
Exactly.
He was doing 17 pole vaults.
And he's like jumping in the air and falling.
Yeah.
Elbowing.
He was down the block.
Like,
It was record breaking.
Yeah.
I thought that storyline was cool, but it's like, one or the other. Like there's too many murders and not enough murders all at the same time.
Yeah. They should have called it number of.
What's the flashback footage of the other murder?
That's her.
It
was like
exactly.
Yeah. It's hard to keep track.
That's her.
Yeah.
The sepia one?
And then the sepia one, and then it was like her as the police officer finding the body at first, but then you realize she was actually the victim. She was the one in that ditch, and that's why she went to Wilton or Wilcolt or whatever that town was, 50 miles out. You're just gonna drive 50 miles to go back to your crime scene?
Very confusing.
That's too long. That's too far to drive.
I thought that car was really rude though, trying to go around her at that stop sign. It's like, can you just calm down? What if I was looking at a map? Like,
yeah, I noted that too. I was like, why is this car being so intense?
2002, so it's like you're going through your MapQuest pages.
Well, that's like a weird, funny thing that the director must have just added or something like that, because it's just like otherwise there's
that was part of her
in the scene.
Wasn't that Ryan Gosling in the car?
Oh, it was?
No.
What? Shut the fuck up.
No, was that his car?
That would have made the movie better.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it would have.
Some Donnie Darko shit.
I think what they were trying to do was
don't even get me started on Donnie Darko.
Elicit. All right, we won't.
I don't know why I said
Jake
that.
Gyllenhaal is in this movie. Oh my god!
I'm sorry, I brought Donnie Darko.
If Jake Gyllenhaal was Sandra Bullock,
cool.
That would have been. We would have had a movie.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I think that honking scene was to elicit like her hyena, her like I'm the badass.
Her mock penis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not a mock penis, it's.
I would have liked it better.
Hyena penis.
If she was Reese Witherspoon.
Mm. Yeah, like casting against it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like you can be pretty and be a badass. You don't have to look like how she's trying to look in this movie.
She's a better actress.
It is really funny that like she's this incredibly alpha, like type A cop that's like the best at her job, and she lives in San
For the
Luis
first like
Obispo, right? Or does
30,
she not?
40 minutes of the movie.
Am I?
And then Ryan Gosling just flexes on her
Yeah.
and goes in to kiss her to steal the camera, and then she's like not an alpha at all because she's a victim.
Well, he's
I know
being-
she could
he's being
totally
really charming.
She could
Crazy
just arrest him
domestic-
in that scene.
He's being charming though.
She's a cop, and
He's
she's
being
letting this
rapey.
Charming
high
her.
school student
Adam's
because,
like,
but
He's
that
being,
shows her.
I know, but he's really
But-
charming.
It's supposed
Yeah,
to
but,
show her
like-
character development of like we're learning that she is a victim of like a domestic murder. She was supposed to be murdered.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think
But
it's,
she was
Can't
a
just let
child
every
bride. She was a child
Yeah.
bride, and she's like potentially trying to bring the circle of abuse like full circle with Ryan Gosling as a
Right.
child.
I missed
Let's
the
be
part where
honest.
she was a child.
She's
bride,
a
but
bad
I
cop.
don't know what you're talking.
She's not a good cop.
She
She
said
was-
they met at 15.
She's
or
not a good
something,
cop.
and
Oh, okay.
Got married at 17.
She married an older guy.
No, like just
No.
her.
Why would he?
Oh,
Why
I see
would
what
he
you're
marry
saying. I
such
see
an
what
old bag or old hag or old
you're
man?
saying. An old bag. What? What do you say?
Why'd he get such an old wife?
Ryan,
She
This is
wasn't
like a big
old when she got stabbed. dude. She
what
was
do you say?
17,
What are you
Yeah.
saying?
18, and then 19 when she tried to walk away. Right? You didn't
Yeah.
hear
That's
that?
too old.
But like, what about like
That's too
Jerry Lee Lewis
Yeah.
or Elvis?
But
Yeah.
no, listen,
they
this
married
is
much
important.
younger.
Yeah, that's what I was
Actually,
thinking. Jerry Lee Lewis.
This is important because I had a really bad relationship that could have ended like this, and like when I watched this, I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this. I don't know if it's gonna like mess with me, and it didn't though, because when I was watching it, I realized like she goes, well, yeah, because it's hilarious, and also she was like, I didn't leave because like wait to leave, because the person's like, why didn't you just wait till he was at work? And she's basically because she was too stubborn, and it's like that's crazy. And if you're ever in a situation like that, just like make a plan to leave. Because
Be
like,
smart about it.
yeah, be smart, and do that, because like that's how you get fucking stabbed to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Because she was like, well, he needed to know that I was leaving now, or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? You got stabbed 17 times.
Yeah, but I thought it was-
in hindsight, maybe that wasn't the best.
It's like
Yeah.
a really irresponsible message to send women.
I know.
Yeah. He needs to know now.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's good writing.
Thank God he stabbed me not in my heart and on my right shoulder 17 times.
But I like that at the end, I identify with her when she's like, yeah, I'm just like a cop because I don't want to deal with my trauma. And like she refuses to go to therapy. I'm like, I respect that.
Sounds like a lot of cops.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to shoot people, but I don't want any repercussion about it.
I
I
can
don't want to think
identify with
about
that.
my past or my feelings.
Exactly.
And then these
Yeah.
dumbass high school kids are they're planting baboon hair on the crime scene. They're planting shag rock. Just become a cop, you idiots.
Mhm.
And then they're spotted together that the first night she like follows them and she's like, oh, they hang out. They did.
Yeah.
Immediately fucked up.
They're lying.
And what it is weird, like it's weird how they plan a crime. And I thought that was the weird thing about Leopold and Loeb too, is like, you're going to go out of your way to plan this whole crime to get away with it. Why don't you just kill somebody and get away with it? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's like
none of it
they're
makes
pussies,
sense.
kind of. You know what I mean? Like they're too like scared to do and nervous to do it, so they're concocting this. You know
Well,
what I
they
mean?
don't
Or they're
understand
trying
what
to
the-
like. What's
No,
the-
here's the thing. If you want to get away with a crime, you just need to have a good lawyer. It doesn't matter if you did it or didn't, or like if you hit it. Look at OJ. He didn't plan anything. He did a crazy, impulsive thing one night. Tons of evidence, but he had really good lawyers. He paid his way out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, you just have good lawyers.
Man,
And-
I wish
and
I
it
could
re-
remember.
it made me like, I was so disappointed at the end when they're getting interrogated, when they're prime suspects in the murder, and they're like, they don't ask for lawyers because they're so smart. And it's like, do you want to get away with this? Get your just lawyer up.
Yeah, it'd have been cool if it
Don't
ended
try
with
to
him
be
being,
clever.
fucking Johnny Cochran or whatever is his lawyer, or like Jackie Childs from
Yeah,
Seinfeld.
Jackie Childs. You said
Their
what?
lawyer
Sandra
was
Bullock's like,
Clarence Darrow.
who's that?
Clarence Darrow.
Is that a good lawyer?
Yeah, he had represented somebody else. I can't remember who it was though. That was like really high profile, famous case.
Like Dershowitz. It was like a big guy.
Man, I wish I could remember who it was.
Alan
Damn it.
Dershowitz
Big
is
guy.
like the 9/11 terrorists
Speaking
are
of-
innocent, and I
yeah.
will defend them in court.
Speaking of Barbet,
Like they're
Schroeder,
dead. There's no trial. He's like, I am going out of my way to defend them.
he did that.
No.
Oh, sorry. It sounded.
Barbet Schroeder also made the Alan Dershowitz movie.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
What's it called? The one Jeremy Irons won an Oscar for.
Reversal.
Yeah,
Reversal.
it's so upsetting what Sandra Bullock did to this movie. I can see what you're saying, like that there is a good movie underneath all of this. Like,
Totally.
I'm interested to see whoever did this movie, go check out all his other movies.
Yeah. He's trying to do something. I mean, I think the screenwriter probably didn't work again because the script, people blame the script for the movie being bad. Yeah.
Let's play Fuck, Marry, Kill
Okay.
of these characters.
Oh, this is gonna be tough.
Oh,
I know, right?
I'm trying to chew on this for a second.
Definitely kill Ryan Gosling.
Adam has he froze some of his piss and he's chewing on a little ice chips of his own piss.
It's not true.
You can't see it on the Zoom in the audio, but he is chewing on his own ice.
I did not
Ice
mean
piss chips.
chewing on my own ice piss.
Well, he's sucking on it now.
I'm not sucking on it.
He's sucking piss right now. He's sucking frozen piss.
Fuck the janitor, marry the baboon.
Yeah. Definitely fuck Chris Penn.
Kill Ben Chaplin.
Who is that? Oh,
Kill Ben Chaplin. Yeah, for sure. Kill that guy.
Is he like a villain now in all the movies and TV shows and stuff? He looked really familiar, but I don't recognize what he's currently.
I don't really watch TV.
I would.
I recognized him from Thin Red Line.
I'd fuck
He's a
Ryan
member.
Gosling because he's like, has a good personality and he's charming and stuff.
He's Ryan Gosling. You don't need to explain.
He's boyfriend
Think
material.
about the character though too.
He's fuckable. You know he's gonna film.
He
you when you
almost
do it,
got
so.
Sandra, and she was like on his case and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'd marry Sandra. I feel like she'd be more kind of a mature relationship and like stable and shit and like nothing
Ew.
crazy.
She
And I'd
lives
kill
on
Michael Pitt.
a boat.
He's a dumb
She's
drunk
so-
cop.
Ew.
You're
sorry.
so like
She
disappointed.
lives on a boat, dude.
You're gonna
I'm
marry
so sorry.
You're gonna marry her.
I said that.
Lame.
Well, like Michael Pitt is like that character is
Marry him.
no, I don't want to. I wanna
Marry
marry
At
him.
least he's kind of smart. Besides that, he's not smart.
Ye-
Yeah, he's a high schooler. He's like every high
just-
schooler that's like.
Wouldn't he be like a
troubled.
lot of? Wouldn't he be a handful?
He'd be emotionally exhausting.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I feel like
think
Sandra would
about
maybe
the-
be like distant, but it's like reliable. I can, you know what I mean?
And she's down to poke. So
Yeah, totally. She's like, poking me. In the
don't
with balls with her
don't
foot.
come a knocking when the house.
That'd be funny if whenever she came in, she comes home on her houseboat.
Oh.
Adam's just sitting there.
I would get to
like,
live in the
drinking
house
tea.
too. Totally.
Yeah, he's just like, "Hey, how's it going, honey?"
How's your day? I would love that. That's a good life.
That's 100% like a sign.
All right, who would you
that.
fuck, marry,
Like
and
a
kill?
dog
for
or a
you?
cat.
What'd you say,
I
William?
mean,
You'd be like a dog, just like, "How's it going?"
Yeah. You're saying that's what
Wanna have dinner?
like people who are homemakers are? Or basically like the dog.
You're the dog, Adam. We've already.
You're a dog because you have a
That's true.
dog brain.
I might be a house dad at some point.
You're not a productive
We-
housewife. Or,
No, I am.
Or
I am.
house husband.
House husband, that's what I meant. Sorry.
You're like a golden
Cass,
retriever.
Go ahead.
um,
Homemaking is tough work, okay?
Well, you're the
Dogs.
dog, dude.
Sorry.
You're a dog.
Okay. Okay, I'm the dog.
You drink
I
your
get what you're
piss
saying.
and smell
If Whit
other
walked
people's
into the room,
assholes.
if Whit walked into
Don't
the
leave the
room right
house.
now,
I'm the dog.
you'd go, "Oh, Whit's here. Oh, Whit. Hey, and you'd just talk.
Fuck,
Hey,
you're right.
hey,
I'm just
hey,
Whit's
hey,
dog. Fuck. This is kind of a heavy realization, actually.
Adam, we've talked about this so many times.
Did you ever
And
see that movie?
every time you have a
Dog.
mental breakdown about it, and then
I thought this was a bit that William was doing.
You ever see that horrible like Snow White movie with Julia Roberts?
you're literally sitting on the floor right now in the guest bedroom.
It's on the floor. I drank my own
Yeah,
pills.
Oh
in
my
this
god.
movie, it's so bad. Julia Roberts plays like the evil queen in the
What is
Snow
this
White's
called?
tale. I forget. It's like
The Huntsman.
it's the
Snow White
director
and
of
the Huntsman.
The Fall
What were
and
you talking
like
about?
The
No,
Cell made it
never-
Tarsim.
I forgot. No, never mind.
She seems like a good pick for that role, but I would never watch that.
Oh,
Wait,
wow.
what is the movie?
I forget. But like
Snow White?
No.
she has
that
a
was it.
dog. She has a bunch of dogs and she turned one of them into a human and it's Army Hammer.
No, isn't it birds?
That's like
She
maybe.
turns birds into. Are you talking about Maleficent?
No. That's Sleeping Beauty. Okay, come on. This
Oh.
is totally different.
Yeah.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Julia Roberts
This
is
is like
the
the
witch.
shittiest.
You're saying?
She's the witch.
Okay.
You think
Who's also
Mr.
an
and
evil
Mrs.
queen in
Smith
Snow White.
That's another Angelina Jolie
With-
movie.
with Brad Pitt?
Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you
So
Fuck
just like
Mary,
quick
kill
quick
Ryan.
thoughts on Grey Gardens? Just kidding.
I never seen.
Grey Gardens.
I had never even heard of it, but I love it. I love
Ryan
the
doesn't
ti-
see
I mean,
anything. He just watches.
I fucked the young one. Two old crazy bitches like that just come over with like a bottle of hooch. Like, hey,
Well, you could kill the old
ladies.
one. Like it's she's gonna die soon anyway. It's gonna die. So we're talking about dogs still for a second.
That Julia Roberts movie is called Mirror Mirror.
Oh yes.
Oh,
It's
sounds really
horrible. You want to see just a horrible movie? I recommend that.
do remember that.
I watched like 5 minutes.
What's your who's your fuck Mary kill, Cassie?
Ryan Gosling, fuck Mary, I guess,
Yeah.
would be the detective,
Oh, okay. Damn.
the guy detective.
So
He seems like a
this
nice
is the
guy.
opinion
Bad
you've had
choice.
the whole time, and you
No, he is a stable
Bad
guy.
choice.
He
You
is
need a
stable-
crazy
you're a
guy.
fan of the detective.
You need an exciting, crazy person.
He's crazy how
do.
stable he is.
No, I get what you're
And
saying.
then
Kill him. Kill the boring guy. Kill the dog. Kill Adam.
Oh, she's right.
I'm gonna kill Sandra Bullock and take her houseboat.
Oh, nice.
That'd been
I
sweet.
respect that. That's
Houseboat
cool.
chasing.
I get the pick of.
You guys
The
are missing it.
detective.
You're absolutely missing it. You have to marry Pitt, Michael Pitt, because he's the only one that could allow you to get away with murder. He's the only one that could teach you to get away. I know they didn't get away with it. You got to marry Michael Pitt.
Someone could
You got to
come up
fuck
with the
Ryan
theory.
Gosling, and you got to kill Sandra Bullock, and then Michael Pitt, your husband, is going to tell you how to get rid of the body.
Oh, that's true. Nice.
I'm gonna marry that high school girl.
Oh yeah, I
We
forgot
got
about
that on-
Yeah,
We've got that recorded, so we
She's
should
got a
just
nice
clip
apartment.
that.
She's a painter.
she is a really
That's
good
true.
actress.
Yeah, she's
like,
cool.
she was really good. Like,
I forgot about that character.
God, she seems like she was like in a Noah Baumbach film, like in her own movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that,
She's
that
in
did
the
seem
Anna
like-
Nicole Smith movie. She plays Anna Nicole Smith.
Oh, and
Oh,
the,
really?
the-
She looked very familiar.
Yeah.
That scene with Ryan Gosling driving next to her.
Mhm.
What it was like? What movie are we in? Is
Right?
it her movie or is it his movie? It seemed like a
It's his
totally
movie,
different
trust
movie.
me. He steals.
Well,
the
it's
movie.
it's Sandy's movie.
yeah, Ryan
he-
does steal the movie. He does. Some of those
He's
scenes
so
are
awesome.
great.
He
The
picks up a
entire-
high school girl, takes her to his underground lair, bangs her on camera, and then shows
Oh,
his
was that
best
a-
friend, like, "Hey, look, that girl you like, she's a slut." Okay,
Was that a?
so
Pa-
I'm
that
only
was a
telling you.
memory.
I'm only telling you this because I'm a good guy.
What do you say?
Okay, and I
Yeah.
trust you. Can trust me.
I thought
Wait.
that was real time. After
Wait,
he-
it is. What do you?
Is that what
What?
happened?
It's not a memory. That's not a
no,
memory.
that was after he found out that what's his name kissed her in the green
I
room,
have no
right?
idea what he's talking about.
Stop laughing at him, man! I lost my train of thought. You fucking. God damn it.
Was that a flashback?
Excuse me. I
I'm
don't
being
know what you're. I
genuine
don't.
right now.
I mean, maybe they showed it again at the end of the movie, and it was like a flashback to when you saw it the first time.
That would have been great.
No,
Over the
Adam.
credits, they
Adam,
just play
sit,
the tape.
Adam.
Like,
sit,
hey, we found
Adam.
the videotape, and all the cops
The
are
credits
watching
should
it. They're
have
like,
all
Whoa!
the sex scenes just
Yeah,
play
go
back
for a
for
killer.
people.
Yeah.
No,
They're
not
They're
Oh,
like, hey, better get some other eyes on this.
I'm
and they
talking
just
about
bring
when
in other cops
when
to
he's
keep
driving in
watching.
the car.
Yeah.
That was
It's
a
not a
flashback.
flash.
No way, no.
That
No,
was
he
that
did that
was
on
a
purpose.
That was a reaction after he found out they kissed in the greenhouse. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's like, I don't want this nerd getting the chicks. I'm the cool guy in class. I gotta bang all the
And he
bras.
goes,
No, it was like a power move. He had to
Yeah.
like
That's
kill.
what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. He had to like take
You
away everything that made him happy.
For a second, you made me feel like that was what led to the filming of hooking up in the bedroom, like a flashback to when before
like-
they filmed it.
The inception of their relationship, because they do allude to them having like a prior relationship, and then they even talk about Ryan Gosling having some kind of relationship with the janitor's old lady.
Old lady.
He's fucking
They-
cool. He bangs everybody.
They
Right.
were.
Right.
I think that was a joke when they said "old lady." They meant Lisa.
No.
No.
That's the
Like-
janitor's
Lady's
old lady.
like-
You know, that high school
Really?
girl.
No,
I thought
like,
you meant like literally. an
no,
old
it's
lady.
like, oh, that's
That's a
my
mean
old
nickname.
lady. That's the old wife. That's the old lady.
No,
That's
yeah,
the
like
old-
while they're
They
being
were- that was
interrogated, he like admits to Sandy that he knows Raymond's wife. And yeah, he's like, oh, it seems like you know a lot about him, like more than you.
That is so
Whatever,
fucked
I don't know.
up. This guy is such a bad guy. You know.
Ryan
Yeah.
Gosling. He's just getting.
I
wet.
thought I was like, wow, good for him. Like he's like really
Yeah.
branching
He was-
out for a high schooler. Like he's ambitious.
He was a douchebag
Is it-
for sure, but like until he murdered somebody, he really wasn't like a bad guy.
Well, the
Mhm.
fucking
He
the
was
girl that
charming.
your friend likes as a power move.
Damn.
It's high school, baby.
That's a rich kid
I mean, I can't.
move to do. I feel.
I
Like.
fucked a lot of moms in high school. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. And being a rich kid, being
Same.
rich and charming.
As a self-made rich kid in high school,
You're like
Right.
That's the kind of thing my friends
you're
would
like
do
a
to
blank
me,
check
but I'd just
kid.
be like,
You're like at 32.
that is a weird movie where she seduces the kid to get information
yeah.
on how he got that blank check,
That's a
and
yo-
they
that's
fuck.
a
It's
boy
a crazy
and a grown
scene, dude.
woman romance movie.
And they're hooking up, and she goes, "No, not anything but the top." When her and this guy.
he's like, come on, I'll write you a blank check. It's like, wait a minute, I gotta
Yeah,
think
that'd be
about
cool
this.
if he said that.
That movie's just about a kid going around writing blank checks. That just
So like women, he just has sex with women. Just offers. He's like any price.
Immediately
I
losing
got
all of his money because he just gives.
no. See, I love that movie because he just bought toys. All he did was buy toys, and that's probably what I do now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why that movie failed so badly. Well, that
A grown
episode-
woman tried to fuck a kid. That's why that movie was weird.
people
Blank
were.
check.
Oh, okay.
No, that's
Yeah, I
why
know.
it should be a success.
How could it not do well? That's every kid's fantasy. That's
Yeah.
way better than Home Alone.
That's the one with Macaulay Culkin, right?
Blank
No,
check.
who is it?
It's some kid who was
Yeah,
only in that.
well,
movie.
It's a Macaulay type.
Some shit.
He was only in that
Okay,
movie.
if it's
I
a
think.
ripoff of it.
Yeah.
On your Macaulay Culkin episode, or not episode, sorry, when you did The Good Son,
Yeah.
and you were talking about him,
I like that. That is a movie I have seen, by the way. I don't see a lot,
Yeah.
but that's a good one. With Elijah Wood as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was looking him up after I listened to that episode, and I saw that he had done he voiced an entire season of a Home Alone like cartoon,
Oh, cool.
a Saturday morning cartoon.
What?
I
I
was
didn't
like,
know that
whoa.
existed.
Yeah, it was weird. It was either that or blank. I thought it was blank check, so that can't be right. But if Richie Rich, maybe it was a Richie Rich
Home
cartoon.
Alone the animated series,
Is that it? Okay.
2017.
I doubted myself. No, so that's wrong then.
Okay, hold on.
It was like the year it came out.
Maybe he played the dad.
Richie Rich
That'd be
cartoon.
cool.
Let's see. I'll look that up.
Yeah, Richie Rich is just about a trust fund
Maybe.
kid.
1980s.
Dude, he had
TV
his own
series.
McDonald's.
I'm gonna be so
No.
pissed if this doesn't exist.
Can you look it up? Yeah.
All right, Mary fuck kill.
Just 'cause I
Macaulay
don't know how to do
Culkin,
this.
Elijah Wood, or the mom. And
Oh, come on.
Or the dead
man.
kid from The Good
That's
Son.
fucked up.
the- oh, yeah.
We go dark.
Dead
on this
baby.
show.
I don't
What
know
wa-
why William hates Macaulay Culkin. Like, I
Yeah.
felt attacked.
Why do you hate it? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was molested
Shitty
by
actor.
Michael Jackson. He was molested by Michael
Yeah.
Jackson. He's an intriguing person.
It's not. He's
didn't
done
like
other stuff
Party?
besides that. That's me.
You didn't like
It's
Party
like-
Monster?
it's
Did you
intriguing.
hate?
No,
you
I
hate
don't
that
like
movie?
Party Monster.
I knew you were
Say-
gonna say
say-
that.
Ryan's only
I like
interested
Elijah
in the Michael
Wood.
Jackson molestation part.
Elijah Wood's really good in The Good Son. He's
You know what I
definitely better
learned
than
about
Macaulay.
you, William, is like you just like good movies and you don't like bad movies.
Yeah.
I like a lot of
What the
shitty
fuck?
movies.
What the fuck? He
Trust
doesn't
me,
like
there's plenty of shitty
like
movies I like.
movies that most people like that other people like. You know, he doesn't like
Yeah.
movies that everybody likes. You know what I'm
What are
saying?
you
Yeah.
talking about?
You know what I'm talking
Name
about,
one.
guys. Come on.
The Good Son is a generally agreed upon
There's
bad
one.
movie.
It's creepy. I thought Macaulay Culkin
Everybody
did a good
loves
job
the good
playing-
son.
That's a terrible.
This is
movie.
awesome because I liked this movie on the podcast more. And he told me the son.
I like randomly
And now
like
I'm
you
vindicated.
actively watch movies, William. You know what I
I
mean?
liked The
Like,
Good
you-
Son when I was a kid. I read the novelization. Okay, I was into.
Oh,
it.
there's a novel. I would read the novel.
So you're biased. You admit it.
Yeah.
No, it's just that
Oh, the book's
my-
better than the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, you-
That's
book
what you're.
in my
That's
head-
what we're gonna quote you on.
it didn't have a bad actor in the lead role.
Oh.
So when you read the book,
Karen
though, you were
Culkin and
thinking
Rory
about who
Culkin
was
are better
gonna
actors
act.
than Macaulay Culkin.
But you read the book and you were thinking like, who could act in this position? As you're,
I was thinking me. I should be the star of this movie.
Yeah, you were just jealous
Like-
of not having Macaulay Culkin's child acting career.
you'd be a better sociopath. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I read the
I mean-
Cable Guy novelization,
that's cool.
and then when I saw the movie, I was like, "Fuck, this blows the book away."
Nice.
Cable Guy's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Well, a lot
That
of
was
Jim
me with
Carrey.
that was me with Yes Man.
Yeah, you've read the novel
Because
but-
when I read it, I was a big no man. I was like, nope. I read the whole thing and I was like, nope, this is not going to be a good movie. And then when Yes Man came out, I was like, I get it.
Yeah, totally.
Oh my god.
It's a pretty good flick. You know,
Yes Man, it is. And then I go,
You're
and
out of
I
control.
gotta check out this new girl situation. Who is this Zoe Destatale?
Zoe
The
Deschanel. What?
Italian, like Jersey version of Zoe Deschanel.
Zoe. Also, New Girl's awesome, by the
Zoe
way.
Deschanel, yeah. Yeah, no, so The Good Son. I think, like, I would just say Macaulay Culkin's performance in that movie, I would agree, is bad, having seen it recently. But I think
It
Macaulay
was.
Culkin is good.
I like the idea of
But, yeah.
while Macaulay Culkin was filming this movie, you were drinking piss in school.
No, I was years
And
away
now-
from doing that, dude. That was like in 10 years.
And now you're like judging him on his performance in The Good Son.
I don't know. I just
I blame
wanted
his
more. out of
father.
him. I know he's just a
I
child
would've-
actor, but I just expected more.
I
out
would
of
have made
this
a couple
Hollywood
different decisions.
movie star.
On
I blame
set.
his father for ruining his career and for Adam
Yeah.
drinking his urine. I blame Adam's father.
for me
Definitely-
drinking piss.
It starts at home.
I mean, yeah,
All right,
for
we gotta give our big rating for the movie. So
right.
Lord.
I said I gave this movie 1.5 stars.
Oh my god.
I said it. I called it a micro penis.
A what?
You should have called it a hyena penis.
Yeah, that would.
I called. Well, I should have,
You
but I
should've
called
said
it the micro penis of movies.
Oh,
Just
the
like very unsatisfying.
Yeah, you should have said the mock penis of movies because that's what she says in the
Wow, that's deep. Damn.
this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not,
you
what
fucked
you, not what you said, what William said.
Oh.
Sorry. I don't know about that.
All right.
But I mean, it's like if you
Well,
have a
that's how
micro,
you-
I've
that's
been
how
with
you've
I've
already,
been with
like,
men
joined
with
from
micro
the side.
penises. It's a totally fine.
On this podcast, Cassie's already team white. Fuck.
You can
I'm so
be.
sorry.
No, I'm
You can
You
sorry,
took a
handle-
break.
everybody.
That's why you took a break.
Is that what happened after you took that swig of piss and everyone was laughing and you're like, I made these people's day. And then I go,
Everybody's
no,
laughing
we're not
because they just saw
laughing.
Adam's micro penis, and he didn't even know. He was just like, "What?"
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that
funny.
was
My
great.
dick was out too. No. Yeah, Cassie. Damn. It must be true. William must just be right. That I.
A one and a half though.
Oh yeah,
That's
one and a
wild.
half.
I've never
Then I
seen
thought
it go-
I thought it would be
go
very
that
funny.
low.
I was like, should we just say it's 1.5 penises or a 1.5 inch penis? Like, should that be the new rating system? And I'm just laying in bed at like 3 a.m, just like, oh man, that's so funny.
Dude, it's the perfect analogy because it's such a tease. Like it's got Gosling and Bullock, and
Yeah.
it's got all the makings of like it should be amazing. It could have been like Cruel Intentions, but it's not. It just they take a chance and it doesn't fucking work.
You
at
got a
all.
houseboat
But
with
they
no
take a
houseboat
chance is the
chase.
important thing. That's like the
Yeah.
important
Yeah, there's-
lesson.
You got a houseboat in a movie. You got to unhitch it and push it down the river or something.
Just at
Oh,
least unhitch it.
speaking of-
At least unhitch it. You know.
Speaking of the
Sink it.
houseboat, when she is first getting drunk, sorry, I know we're doing the ratings, but I meant to bring this up earlier. When she is first getting drunk in the houseboat on Jameson, she's listening to that song, Sarah McLachlan type song. You know what I'm talking about? And then when she's at the crime scene, one of the guys drops a DVD or a CD, and then the record player starts playing. Or I don't know if it was just the sound or if in the house this actual CD player started playing the same exact song.
Oh yeah, that was a really funny, stupid.
Yeah.
What was
like
the
music cue.
connection?
It was just a way to play.
That
like
was her connecting to the victim. That's why she connected.
Yeah, but
And the words to the song were something
okay.
like that had to do with like directly with the scene. It was like pretty overkill too.
I thought she was being watched by the two kids, Ryan Gosling and Pitt. But now that I say that
Like
out
that
loud,
music that makes her sad.
You brought a lot to this movie.
It was just a
What
bad.
about me?
There's so many obvious connections they should be making that they're not making.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's so many little things that should be being paid off that don't go anywhere.
Also, how is dropping a CD case going to start the CD player?
I know, it's such a funny thing. Well, it's like
Sandra Bullock should know better. I'm sorry.
no, you're right. You're right. It needs to be said. What's your rating, though, Kath?
I mean, out of what? How many stars?
5
is
out of
it?
5 penises. How many penises? That's gonna catch on. Trust me.
5 micro.
I mean,
Hilarious.
it's gonna get like 4 because anything with Gosling in it is an automatic
yeah.
4 for me. It's watchable.
Hell yeah.
I can put it on mute and watch it.
Hell yeah.
But Lars
So
and the
you-
Real Girl, that kind of sucks.
So you
Except
were
the
charmed
Notebook
by
or
them,
La
too.
La Land.
Right.
Yeah, La La Land is where I draw the fucking line.
That's the one you should put on mute and watch.
That's
it.
true.
Yeah.
I can imagine Ryan
I
Gosling.
wrote,
just like this.
I made a letterbox account and I wrote a
upset.
review
Oh, nice. I'll follow you.
of it.
Oh, I haven't even downloaded that app yet.
Want to see my Ryan Gosling impression?
What?
So I have.
Ryan, is
Wait,
that you?
I want to read my review.
Yeah, let me.
Okay.
I don't think I like this review.
In that New York accent. Go
Just
ahead.
my fake New York accent.
I was gonna say I have a friend on SNL who had to sit in an office with him to write a sketch, and he basically just said that like he doesn't talk, and it's like Ryan Gosling realized the less he talks, the like more productive.
like De
the
Niro.
He was a
thing is.
Musketeer. You know what I mean? He's like doesn't have a.
He just
doesn't have,
knows he's a handsome.
Yeah,
he's a
yeah.
handsome guy.
Cassie, please go ahead. Read your
4 stars.
Smart.
4.
Yeah, I said this film is not only historically inaccurate to the crime it's based on,
Yeah.
it also fails to fully understand the existential nature of the crime. Sandra Bullock was an executive producer, and she takes too much screen time away from the boys' relationship. Or Ryan Gosling could have saved the CGI nightmare. Love Ryan Gosling and will watch again.
That's a very good, hard-hitting review.
That's better than anyone Adam's done.
Coming into the letterbox with a bang. You know,
Because like it is shitty, but I will watch it again. I'm not gonna lie.
I really liked the beginning. I don't know. I thought I was excited for the movie. I was like, oh, this is gonna be fucking tight. And then I was like, what the fuck? How much is left? Like, you know.
I know. I was excited too because I felt like it was going to be. I like thrillers. They're always somewhat satisfying, but there's no real violence. There's no real sex. There's no real.
Yeah, make it sexy.
It doesn't feel like it's
Make it
2 hours
sexy.
though, right?
It did.
I thought I was.
I would say it did because it was like
Too much Sandra.
It just, they all just changed. Like it wasn't character development. It just seemed like maybe who knows how they filmed it. So maybe like they filmed the second half before they filmed the first half. But it seemed like Sandra Bullock's character was like, I just kick doors open and I do whatever I want. And then we found out she was a victim of that domestic abuse. And then she was just flat the rest of the movie. Whereas Ryan Gosling stayed consistent. He was always the douche.
Yeah.
And he was always like the manipulative rich kid.
Well, isn't that like layers? Aren't you describing layers?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
that's like character development.
But she didn't do it though.
Oh,
Like I did, and hey, full disrespect.
Fuck off, Sandra. Fuck
It just
Yeah.
didn't hit for me because it was
Just kidding,
like
Sandra.
I don't know.
She
I
sucks.
guess, you know,
I like.
Yeah,
I
her
prefer,
movies suck.
she
I-
definitely
I-
blew it.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
What?
Ryan Gosling stole this show 100%.
He charmed me, that's for sure. He charmed the characters of the movie and the audience.
Could you imagine J-Lo in this movie instead of Sandra Bullock?
Whoa,
That'd be cool.
Now I can.
I'm interested in seeing this version.
Weird. That'd be so weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
She just.
I kept-
She like. There'd be a lot more songs.
Yeah, she'd be singing her J-Lo songs all the time. The whole movie.
Mhm.
I was gonna go like 3.5, 4 stars though, just because of the casting. But then there's a side that's like if it was like nobodies that they cast, it could have been like a underground, interesting. Who are these people?
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, they were
Definitely.
unknowns at the time. Like this is kind of like people.
Yeah.
That's the vibe I got.
That's true.
Yeah.
That means something. I feel like to have like really good performances from like Ryan Gosling before he was anything like.
Like he
I don't
got
know.
his big,
I
the
don't know
big
if it means
pitch probably was you get to choke out Sandra Bullock. That's one of the scenes. You get to choke her out. This is going to be your debut. You're going to be at the Grammys. You're going to be at the.
You're gonna be at the Grammys.
Sandra Bullock is EP, so she's casting the movie. She's like, all right, now which actor do I want to fuck?
Yeah, which one's hunkier?
Definitely get this.
Which
Ryan
one do I
Gosling
want
guy.
to? I think I
Oh,
could
yeah.
date that guy for a year.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Sandra must have picked the detective actor.
Mhm.
She's like,
How
I
to
don't want to
say
have
it.
sex with this guy.
She did. She wanted to have sex with him.
But that's like the thing.
wanted
Well,
to have
we're
sex with
like,
her.
there's a whole room of guys that look like that guy in the casting.
Right. But they had the,
How mu-
you know,
I'd go 3. I'm gonna go 3.5 because it was more interesting than a lot of other movies.
this is
we
a
watched.
very interesting week, I would say, because of well, we have 4 of us now, of course, but like there's a big variety, I think, of the.
Yeah, it's not just you going a half a star above or below William.
Yeah.
That's just a coincidence, okay?
What is your rating?
My rating, well, so I liked it.
1.5.
No, yeah.
2 stars.
I liked it. Yeah, like I was saying, like the beginning, I was like, oh, this is like a cool, like good. So it's kind of like a conventional feeling thriller, but it feels like it's doing something kind of subversive and cool.
I'm sorry. All
The
I'm
other thing-
picturing is you drinking pee.
As a freak.
I'll
And,
never be able to take any.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
just
a
wanna
subversive
express-
convention.
out of like a brandy glass.
This movie was about as satisfying as a hot glass of piss in the back of Adam's car. Like, imagine if you were dying of thirst and all Adam had to offer you was just like a water bottle from the back seat, and it was just like been in the sun all day, filled with his urine, and you reach for it and you just pour that. Like,
No, it was empty, but you're
I
like,
honestly
has there
felt-
been urine in this?
I honestly felt sick watching this movie and like would
Why?
want to like pause it and just turn it off
Why?
because I hate movies like this.
Okay.
Like Hollywood, like really lame middle of the road movies for me are like,
Yeah.
they're like my sallow.
So
they're
it's-
like the movies that really make my skin
It was,
crawl. So
bland. It was definitely bland.
So yeah,
like
it was
there's
so-
no point.
It was. I thought it was like a well done, but with good elements, or like subversive elements, conventional, like which to me is like a 3.5. It's like one of a movie that would get like a 3.5, but it's so long and like kind of the story doesn't go anywhere. So I took it down a half a star, and then I actually thought the ending was so bad that it made me want to take it down another half a star. So 2.5.
wow.
Okay.
That's fair.
Amazing seeing the sausage get made. Adam's brain at work. Literally a mouse on a
That
fucking.
was one of the
tin-
most
like a
eloquent
spinning-
times I've been on this podcast. I think.
Now I'm picturing you pausing the movie every 30 minutes and being like, "We're at 3.5 right now.
like listening.
Another 30 minutes."
Imagine like the Dead Poet
Three-
Society kids
three-
reading
I do kind
Adam's
of think about it like that. What'd you say?
reading Adam's diaries and just like weeping. The
Yes.
poetry of his words, the
Yes.
feeling.
So what'd you end
It's
at?
very
What?
like
2.5.
mechanical.
2.5. That makes sense.
No,
At first, I thought 3.5, but then I didn't like the ending, so I took it down 0.5.
How many times have you seen
Get
it,
real, dude.
Cassie? Cassandra?
One.
Oh,
What do you
probably
prefer?
like 50 times, probably.
Literally?
I watch, like, I don't watch a lot of new stuff, and I rewatch the same things over and over and over. I have a tendency to.
You have anxiety.
Yeah. And so,
Hold on a second.
yeah, I've seen it a lot.
That's a common thing. I asked the last guy.
I was gonna say this.
I only watch this when you watch
did
the
this
same
exact
thing
same
over and over.
exchange with the last person that we had,
Ryan should be like a school counselor.
including
I'm more
his,
like-
including his response to your response.
He's literally half Nelson. He's just like
If you watch
drinking.
the same thing over and over, it's like, you know,
I kind of just get
It's just
consumed
weird
by
for me and
things.
William right now to see this play out. Or Ryan.
It's weird for me.
I think
Put
I'm
words in
more
my mouth.
like,
Alright, fine.
it's more like autistic, like,
I mean,
like,
you were friends with Adam, yeah.
yeah, like I just get consumed by things easily, and
Yeah.
then I want to know every single thing about it and live in
Have
it.
you ever
That's
seen
cool.
Drive?
No, that's good.
Yeah, I saw
With Ryan
Drive.
Gosling? How
Yeah,
many
I've
times?
seen all of Ryan Gosling's movie. Like, if I am into an actor, I'll see every single thing they've done,
That's cool.
and then
Have you
watch
seen
like
La La Land?
every interview.
It almost won. It won the Academy Award for Best Director.
I just can't, because that's the thing.
Come on, Cassie, you got to go there.
Oh, you
I
can't
see
watch.
it.
You haven't seen it. You're
I-
afraid to.
I have a
You
serious
gotta
problem.
get in the nitty gritty.
I really don't care for red-haired actresses.
Oh, you can. There's a
Oh,
version.
shit.
I know, I don't want to be that person, but
Oh
like,
shit!
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, guys. I have to
I-
leave. That
I
is,
do like Jerry,
absolutely-
like Ginger Spice. I do like her, but other than
guys.
that,
This is. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I mean, I
This
like
is,
Ginger
I don't want to be
Spice is-
implicated in anything. I might need to just leave this Zoom.
Don't do a
This is
murder by
getting-
numbers of a red red-haired actor. Cassie.
How could you not like Kathy Griffin?
I love.
one of our-
Yeah, I do like Kathy
Carrot
Griffin.
Top.
Okay,
Thank God-
I'm
thank
sorry.
God.
Please tell me you like Reba.
Yeah, I love Reba. Okay, so more specifically, I guess I hate
Thank you.
Emma
What's her
Emma
butt?
Stone.
whatever her name, Emma Stone.
Emma
yeah.
Stone. But
I
have
can
you
see
seen
that.
the Scarlet Letter?
Yeah, did you know that Amanda Bynes was supposed to be in that movie?
But she was crazy.
What happened to her?
I don't know. Free Amanda,
Well, if you
right?
fuck-
Am I right?
Also,
That's yeah.
I don't
that's-
fuck around
that's
with all
true.
that.
Free Amanda
okay?
for
That's
sure.
past my generation. That's something for you guys.
It is. I'm around. Yeah, that's my age.
Oh
Zucker.
yeah,
Amanda.
I forgot. You're an 01.
I like Are You Afraid of the Dark, Doug, Ren and
What?
Stimpy, but all that fucking.
I didn't like all that either, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm a Lindsay
Yeah,
Lohan
I
fan.
didn't.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was too
Now
old for it. I think. Um,
No, that's what you guys are into. I'm totally different.
Oh,
You like Demons and Gumo?
Yeah, bro.
Gumo,
Those are the
Gummo.
posters
Is
that
that you
William
started
has
to
in
say
the
Gummo?
background Gummo
Or is
and Demon.
or is
Kettlebell.
that
Oh my god, that's so
or
funny.
is
Nice.
that
Yeah,
six,
these are the
six
things. that-
Umo?
Yeah,
Is that in the vein of Murdered by Numbers?
yeah. Oh, look at that, Katie.
My cat.
What was I gonna say?
I could watch this movie again, like
Mhm.
as a background movie. But
It's very like Sunday afternoon, folding laundry.
I
Yeah,
was just gonna
sounds
say that folding
Except
laundry.
for like it has a bad message. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Like
Yeah,
if
yeah,
it
like
was a
murder.
Lifetime movie, it would have had a better message.
Yeah.
Well, if it was a Lifetime movie, the person that would have got murdered would have been the abuser, and it
Right.
would have been Sandra Bullock's character doing the
But a
murder
Lifetime-
with a couple of
Mhm.
teenage kids.
But this is kind of like, I mean, it's like a little bit more of a complicated version of that, but it's still kind of that, like a Lifetime, like formula
Yeah.
of it. 'Cause
It
it's
is,
about like
yeah.
an exploration of abuse and stuff, but it's just not done well at like
Yeah.
script. But like, it's supposed
It's
to be
definitely
that
phoned
Sandra
in.
is like connected to the case through the abuse element or
It's
her
like
past.
too many movies.
Yeah. So, which is kind of a cool way to approach a
Right.
Lifetime
'Cause
story,
also-
sort of, or you know, like one of those sorts of stories. It's like doing it not in the obvious way.
Yeah.
Well, the other
I
thing
guess
is like,
so.
who is the audience
blows
for
it
this
out a
movie,
little bit.
right?
Teenage
girls.
No,
I don't know,
teenage.
yeah. Or-
So
So why is it so
Sociopaths.
much about Sandra Bullock?
I was
it's kind of-
wondering that too.
It's kind of
Right,
confused
right.
in that regard.
Yeah. That's
Well, when
true.
you say she was the executive
Yeah.
producer, that's makes a lot of sense.
like be
but-
cruel intentions or be blood work.
Or be my mom.
Yeah, be a,
And
a
Be
cop
my mom.
procedural.
Somebody be my mom.
She was like the mom figure in the whole
Oh
thing.
yeah.
And all the reviews of it by the critics were like super soft, and you could tell that nobody loved it, but nobody wanted to like throw her under the bus either.
Yeah, I don't
So-
think it was bad enough to like.
Yeah, like let's give her this one.
I do.
Let's give Sandra
Not
this
even.
one.
Yeah, it's like nobody's gonna really.
Telling you.
Nobody's gonna talk about this, and
Yeah,
if they
exactly.
do talk about this in the
like-
future, there's probably gonna be a more overlining topic of conversation. Like probably somebody talking about it has drank piss in their past, so they're probably gonna talk about that more than the actual
Just
movie.
waiting.
It's like
Yes.
isn't that big of a movie?
Yeah, which is like, that's always mind blowing to me to like waste $50 million on something that's inconsequential. It's like,
But if it, if
That's
it can
all it
make
was
its money
back then.
back, but like, it's kind of like a paperback book. I think, it's like a
okay, yeah. It's like
like a
pulp.
Michael
Yes.
Crichton
Okay, okay.
novel.
I mean, I
or
wish it was
whatever.
more
Gotcha.
like a paperback book.
It
but
would
it's
have been
like-
better.
Michael Crichton, but
I'd take it as a hardback, to be honest. If Gosling was in it, woo. Might be a paper cover, but it's gonna be a hard boy. Nah, I'm trying to think of it like a boner joke, but
all the pages stuck together. You know what I'm saying? You're reading the Murder by Numbers
as you're holding like a
novelization.
vape, like a cigar.
You're just like
you listen.
ejaculating.
You're not gonna be able to get to page 64, so do not choose that.
Don't look at page 64. Yeah. Anyway, hey, thanks for.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, feel free to say anything, or we can talk more if you want. But you have what you were about to say?
You got to
something
plug
right
your
now,
show.
I want to talk because I'm lonely.
Yeah, but not
so
Ryan,
I'm down
but-
to hang out for
Cool.
hours,
If you want
Yeah,
to
yeah.
but I do have to pee again.
I
Plug your
could.
podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
I do have a podcast, and sorry, I'm trying to like make sure I talk and don't just space out for 5 minutes at a time because I know from listening to your podcast that you don't edit shit. So
No production on our side.
yeah, my listeners are gonna get a way different version of this episode, on their feed.
cool.
But yeah, so my podcast is Cassandra Explains It All, and I just do like nostalgia random episodes of shows like Are You Afraid of the Dark, Hey Arnold. I've done Heavyweights, just movies. I kind of wanted to keep it vague so that I could do whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
And I've gotten a couple of interviews like Mitchell Creekman and Scott Barber, the guy that did the Orange Years documentary, and then Adam came on a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
so
that was really fun.
Nice. You ever see Pete and Pete?
yeah, I love Pete and Pete. I'm a huge Pete and Pete fan, and whenever they did the PA for the Dems, like Pete and Pete did a recast reunion on Zoom
Really?
for like a fundraiser for the Democratic Party
That's cool.
this year. Yeah. And I was on that, and it was really fucking cool. And they had the guy from Polaris was there, and he played
Oh, that's
some
awesome.
music. It was really fucking cool.
I haven't been to a Zoom event, but that sounds
There's
really
only,
cool.
like,
Actually,
And there's like literally like less than 100 people in the room. It was
Wow.
so cool.
yeah, that's awesome.
You should do a Camp Nowhere episode.
I'm actually doing a Camp Nowhere episode this month. I
Oh,
have
wow.
it scheduled. Yeah. So there's some kid out in Oregon. It's like his favorite childhood movie. I've never seen it. So I'm trying to
Kids,
think of
man,
some.
they party hard. They go crazy at Camp Nowhere. They take over.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
I'm
a
looking
little
forward to it. I like
rowdy.
Heavyweights. So
Things get a little crazy.
you-
Let's just leave it at that.
no,
I
mean,
no, you don't have to leave it.
is it as funny as Heavyweights, you think?
No
No.
way.
What is
Heavyweights
it?
is like a
Heavyweights is like the best.
solid.
I know.
Ben Stiller is
Yeah.
really funny in Heavyweights.
Yeah, totally.
That's my
Ben
highest
Stiller's
rated
in
episode.
Heavyweights?
Oh, nice.
Didn't Judd Apatow write it?
Yeah,
Did
or
he?
Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, Judd Apatow or Paul
Paul Feig
Feig.
directed
maybe?
it. Or he's in it.
Mm,
Paul Feig's
It's like
in
a
it.
Judd Apatow production or something like that.
I think it's yeah, and you're right. Paul Feig's in it, and Apatow
That's cool.
produced it or directed it.
Yeah, your podcast is
Um,
really, really cool. I like it.
That's tight. I'm into.
I was in the bathroom peeing, so you have a podcast about heavyweights.
Yeah, I've done like it's like just a 90s Nickelodeon. It's like 90s nostalgia or early 2000s, 80s, whatever. I don't know. I just really talk about whatever. But I've done some Boy Meets World episodes. So My Girl, I did. I have coming up. I'm doing Now and Then with Demi Moore and Rosie O'Donnell and Christina Ricci. That's a good movie.
You ever talk sister? Or is that past that?
I haven't. I'd love to. Whenever I do an episode of a show, I only do one episode. Like I don't talk about a whole show in general because I feel like it's too much.
I think you should get me a white dude from Nebraska to talk about sister.
For sure, definitely.
You and your twin.
For sure. Yeah.
No, sister.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
your podcast rocks.
And I do a monthly Are You Afraid of the Dark episode with
I like that.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, you should come back on this podcast too. Whenever.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
I like
I'd
all
love
of
to
your...
see I'd love to see an Are You Afraid of the Dark episode where Adam's like, he's the new kid in town.
It's always a new kid in town.
He drinks his piss.
It is. Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
Boy who drank his own piss.
But nobody at the school is trying to get him to drink piss. Like he came with his own piss, and he's like, "Do you guys dare me to drink this?"
It's the ghost. They're like, "Please leave us alone."
No.
The ghosts are like, "I don't like this guy, man. Yeah. This house sucks. I don't want to be in this room."
That's how you got out of this town. It was like you had to drink your own piss. Like it was like a deal with the devil.
Yeah,
like,
totally. You have to hit bottom like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Anyway, yeah, thanks for coming on.
The principal in Ferris Bueller plays the villain in Howard the Duck.
Okay.
Yeah, that turns into like a demigod.
Okay.
He turns into a child molester in real life.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
Jesus,
what Ryan means.
That adds up.
I mean, are you going to bring this up every time a great actor rapes a child? I mean, come on. How can you enjoy any
Cosby
movie?
Show, huh? You probably don't like the Cosby Show anymore.
I just got the Cosby Show on in the background.
You got to separate the art from the artist. It's like,
but do you?
I do.
I mean, it's not like the easiest thing.
I don't think you do.
But, you know.
I mean, Adam, I know. Here's the deal. I know you're a big R. Kelly fan.
Yeah.
I do like Remix to Ignition.
Dude, I'm thinking of so many artists that I'm like,
it's a great song.
I like all these guys. I like everything that these guys do. Except for that one
fresh
thing.
Out the bladder.
You know.
Adam doesn't like the fact that he wasted that urine on that girl's face.
Are you the only one that heard that? Hot and fresh out the bladder.
He's like, that's just a waste of good urine. He could be drinking that.
Yeah.
Why would he?
I'm just like,
on a child? A child doesn't appreciate.
Not very
urine.
smart, Mr. Kelly. Yeah, totally.
But,
I heard the thing that you said too, Ryan.
No, I mean, I'm realizing, like, yeah, what? And you're surprised I don't listen to this podcast?
Yeah, I'm embarrassed about this podcast.
Or you just haven't checked it out.
I'm ashamed.
I think it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely ashamed too. But
I don't listen to any podcast.
You listen to it alone,
No,
right?
no
You wouldn't have anyone
disrespect.
else listen at the same time, right?
Just tell people that you did it to make one of your friends laugh.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
my
like- I
motto
like
going
how
going throughout life.
It is better than saying you did it for $5. What could have been 20.
right. That's true. That's true. I did. I was.
Did they
told.
laugh?
It's more honorable.
Did anyone laugh at this?
Yeah, my friend laughed.
No.
William.
They were all like impressed.
It was like dead
it was
silent.
Dude, no, they
Slow
were like
clap.
they were like really impressed. Because I remember being really confused. Like,
It was a proud moment.
I hate Florida so much more. They were impressed.
bum, bum, bum.
they thought he
Nice
was really
one.
cool. really cool. Yeah, I'm like,
my
Don't
popularity,
you
like,
forget
surged after
about
that.
me.
it was weird. Yeah.
He's
I
like
was
Ferris
carried
Bueller in the
around.
parade.
Yeah.
And then you had enough money to go to Cece's Pizza. So
Yeah.
there you
I
go.
heard Adam Bowers got real sick after drinking his piss.
Ooh, I'll talk
Save
about
Adam.
Cece's
Save
all
Adam.
day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, man, good old Cece's
Fuck up
pizza.
some Cece's.
Yeah.
I was
Drink some
friends
pee,
with
go eat some Cece's pizza.
in high school. I was friends with a dude who stole my girlfriend, but his uncle
Nice.
owned
Ryan
Cece's, so we
Gosling.
went to Cece's out here in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, that sounds
Your buddy's
awesome.
gonna steal your girlfriend. That's just part of life, you know. You
I
just roll with the
mean, I'll take a
punches.
dessert pizza
Yeah,
over
yeah.
a girlfriend any day. Are you kidding me?
That's a fun
True
place to
that.
find out that happened at a Cece's Pizza.
like,
That
hey,
your girlfriend's
buffet?
left you for your friend.
Buffet on me, my dude.
Yeah.
Remember the first time
Okay.
your
No, I
friend
got it.
dated one of your
I'm
ex-girlfriends?
fucking
and
your
you're like,
girlfriend.
huh,
Buffet on me, though.
Yeah.
that's
Wait,
weird.
What'd you say, William?
The first time one of your friends dates your ex-girlfriend, you're just like, huh, that's weird.
It
Yeah.
was
It
like
keeps happening over and over again. You're like, huh. I guess
Always at a
it's-
Cece's Pizza.
We never
Weird.
discussed this.
Oh wait, I go. Maybe I need to.
I just like thinking of you as a Cece's Pizza over the years as you get. It's like one of those like pictures a day thing, but it's like you spending every day of your life at a Cece's Pizza, getting older and older.
Still, but that freaking dessert pizza never
Yeah.
gets older.
Yeah.
I never been. I want to go.
When I was in high
You've
school,
never been to a Cece's?
I remember
It's
trying.
not good. It's not like actually good.
I think you're too old now. I think
Yeah.
it's like a
It's
high
not
school.
good.
It's like a high school.
But it's
thing.
so cheap.
Oh,
It's like,
this looks
all you can
awful.
eat.
There's mac and cheese on it.
Oh
yeah, they get creative.
Yeah, there's mac
they
and
fuck
cheese.
around.
It's like next gen Chuck E. Cheese. So it's like when you're a child, it's Chuck E. Cheese, and then when you're like a high school child, it's like Cece's.
Yeah, but yeah.
You don't say
yeah.
you just don't say Chuck E. Cheese anymore. It's just Cece's.
Yeah,
I found a picture of the actual food, and it's so
Dude,
gross.
that's what it is. That's like just
It's
uncovered a
what it is.
conspiracy.
I
It
didn't
would be
realize I
like-
did until I just said that.
It'd be like an adult like smoking resin.
Yeah.
That's
Wait.
what Adam does.
Oh, Adam.
No, I don't anymore. I stopped.
He
You
does
live in
it.
No, I
you
did
live
stop
in a-
because I learned how bad it was. I learned
I haven't
What the
smoked. I
That's
haven't-
why you stopped?
for you.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
He did it to make me laugh.
Cassie, don't be on William's team. Okay.
Adam
Yeah,
will smoke
I'm
the
sorry.
worst
Think
weed.
about how far
He'll be
back
like,
we've
dude, I got this joint in my
That's true.
sock. You guys want to party? I brought
I
it.
got this joint in my foot, my toe shoe.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring like this.
That'd be
he's
cool.
like, dude, this
Smoking
is
it
top
like
shelf.
with my feet.
You know when you buy weed and they have like to like
I just
get a
was
free
broke.
joint if you spend 50 cents. He's like, and you're like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Adam was
I'll
like,
never get taken. I guess.
Whoa. Top
Um,
shelf.
I smoked
Yeah.
like 3 blunts a day. I haven't smoked in like 3-4 months, or I've done any weed. Believe it or not, I'm a melatonin guy
It's
now.
fucked up.
But
Oh, nice. All day.
it's not fucked up. I live in my parents' basement. Like I was having horrible panic attacks,
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
getting high. And when I lived in LA, you could get cheap weed that was good enough to be better than whatever you smoked. I haven't smoked resin since I was like 19.
I just didn't know. I didn't think about it. Nobody ever told me.
Here's the thing though. With,
That was like a poverty move. Like I couldn't afford to buy another bag, so I would burn and scrape the pipe and then smoke that
Yeah.
because I was addicted to marijuana.
Right.
We're
Good
bored.
times.
I mean, yeah, I was 100% bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna own this, Adam, and make a joke out of it, or are you just gonna be like ashamed?
That
I could see
smoked
it though
resin
if you're
still,
like
until
if you're
I was
smoking
like
wax.
32.
We're setting you up for something, and you're just like ashamed. You're like, yeah, well, I didn't know.
The world
I
is my
didn't know.
ashtray.
No one
Yeah.
told me not to smoke.
Yeah,
Nobody told me.
Garbage.
How am I supposed to know that?
nobody
Like-
told me I
Oh,
shouldn't
I'm
drink
not-
piss.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not supposed to drink my own piss.
It
parenting
literally
issue,
tastes
really.
disgusting. It's,
I'm a sit fetch kind of guy.
Yeah, but by that time you're like, you smoked.
You're a dog.
You've taken a few hits, and you're like, I'll just get a little extra one.
Also,
You're
don't
like
get
a
me wrong.
hobo.
I'll smoke resin today.
Yeah.
If I need to smoke
Yeah.
if I don't have any weed and I need to get high, I'll smoke resin today. I got nothing against
I don't
it.
buy.
It
I
just-
didn't buy that much
sucks.
weed. I definitely stretched it out. But I'm like, that's kind of how I am. I'm frugal.
Yeah, he's also the kind of guy that will like
I'm frugal.
He'll like hit a bowl that's empty and just be like, "Whoa, man, I'm pretty high." Like it doesn't make any difference. He's just like
Not true. That's not
styrofoam brained idiot.
Kathy.
No fucking brains or thoughts or anything.
That's very Bean.
Fuck.
Well,
very
everyone's
mean.
laughing, so there must be some truth to it.
Well, I didn't say it wasn't untrue. I just said it was mean.
Just for the record, I don't do that.
For it is a human number. Its number is 666.